your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. Woo!
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to MB Live. Woo!
Wait, what's the energy, Max? Come on.
Come on, Max.
I'm bringing it. So should I do thick white walls on the outside or thin white walls? Because this is a classic car, guys.
Anything white on your walls is cool with me.
Thank you.
Gross.
No, I was referring to tires.
It's too early. It's too early for this.
Never mind. We don't want to know, Senor Nerd. Thank you for sharing that. I posted the lyrics to Margaritaville in the chat. Just to let you know where I'm at right now. I'm not drinking, but I'm just having a good time. Yeah, it's Friday.
All right. Thank you. Is this? No, it's not one of the clickbait headlines. No. I don't feel like she has learned anything from the mistakes of Lucasfilm over the past few years.
What are you referring to now, Max?
Well, the announcements of the new Star Wars movies.
Yeah,
right when what they should be concerned about is Indiana Jones box office.
What?
Yes, it's a Lucasfilm project.
The movie hasn't even released yet.
It's at the end of this month. It feels like they're just announcing stuff just to announce it, to show confidence when it does not look good for this movie. And I also, that's not the whole point of the title and thumbnail, is they announced a bunch at once, just release dates without even the titles. It's not even me that says this is potentially a mistake. Slash film. Let's bring up the article. You know.
Well, aren't people been complaining? There's no announcements. Where's the announcement for Star Wars? They gave you dates. They gave you.
Yeah, but there's
Star
not even.
Wars.
Yeah, but there's not even. Okay, there's dates for like 3 movies, but we don't even know what they are. Yeah,
I just don't like it. That's the problem.
How is they supposed to know that there was a writer's strike before filming? Also, these delays are happening because of the writer's strike.
Hey, Michael, thank you.
And they have to change these release dates because of it. You saw Avatar movie, you saw a lot of Marvel moves around, and in Star Wars. So it had to happen because of the writer's strike. If there was no writer's strike, I guarantee it will come out in 2025. That one Star Wars movie.
What, they announced Avatar 3 and 4 today also.
Yeah.
And well, they shot 2 and 3 back to back. It just they need more time for visual effects. So that's James Cameron, baby. So this is, I mean, yeah, because Indiana Jones is projected.
But okay, I understand the writer's strike, but why announce all these 3 things right now? We don't even know what they are. Some of them we just know about the Rey movie. Let's bring up this article here from Slash Film.
I mean, it's just dates. What am I?
And they're releasing 2 Star Wars movies in the same year when it comes back. We're doing this again instead of waiting and see if it's still instead of waiting to see if the quality's back.
You were complaining that they're taking too long to do movies, and now that they are producing movies
It doesn't.
Back
It
to
just.
back.
I don't like him. That's the whole.
No,
that's
no,
this
no,
thing,
no,
right?
no. It's
Right.
not that.
Okay.
It's not that I don't like it.
I
It's just-
understand now.
It's that I don't
Yeah, I
even
get
know.
it.
I don't even know what they are. And then there's two in the same year, and then it's Ray, and then another movie right again.
Well, that's
It-
3 years away.
It seems like there's not a lot of forethought into this. It just seems like, okay, let's just do what we were doing before. After all these years.
But I mean,
After all these years.
how are they supposed to know? Like, every studio put out a date there, right? And they put it. And if they
I
cannot
just
make
don't
the
have
date,
any
then they move
confidence
it.
in these movies right now.
Simple as that.
The way that it's just being, okay, we don't even know what they are, but there's 3 Star Wars movies. They ain't even said what the other ones are yet. I mean, maybe one might be the Filoni film that links up to the Ahsoka Mandalorian, you know?
I think it's probably. I mean, the Ray movie's coming out in 2026. That's for sure.
Mhm.
Because that's already written and stuff like that.
It just seems like they're doing the same old. Like after all these years, I would appreciate some quality and some confidence in these announcements instead of the typical. This isn't just Kathy. This is a Hollywood thing. You just announce stuff when you have a movie going into the theaters to kind of project that you're actually doing your job, quality work, and that project confidence. When I don't think there is the confidence there. I don't think they're even confident about these dates and these movies. So you haven't had a movie in years, and now you're just announcing 3 Star Wars movies within like a year and a half. We don't know what 2 of them are.
Well, one is the Ray movie for sure. I think that one's already confirmed. The James Mangold one, he say remember Star Wars Celebration. They asked him which one you're gonna write first. Swamp
he still hasn't confirmed with Swamp Thing or this yet.
Oh, but he say we'll see which one come first. I might do Star Wars first or Swamp Thing. We'll see.
It seems like the same old. I don't believe you're going to get all 3 of these dates, and I think it's just a mess.
Nah, I think the James Mangold movie pushed back one more year, 2028. I don't think or 29, whatever. I don't know. Also, they're releasing this one, the May 22nd one. They're releasing that's the same month as Avengers King Dynasty.
Yeah. Doing the exact same thing. Yeah.
Why would you release an Avengers movie, which you have a potential of hitting $1 billion at the box office? Because it's a huge IP. Avengers is a huge IP. In the same month, that's crazy to me. That I don't think Disney did not think of that release date for that one for May.
Well, they're in the same month.
Yeah, Avengers King Dynasty up is May 1st, and then the whatever. I think this is the Ray Star Wars, I believe.
Oh, you're right. Voltaire is here.
and then the same year, which is weird though. Like
I had them compete against each other.
Yeah, like maybe we know Star Wars is gonna make money at the box office no matter what. But like, come on, like you can't do that. You're gonna. It used to be weird, like watching a Marvel movie and a Star Wars movie at the same month. Like, I don't get that. That's not good.
Hey, Voltaire.
Hi.
I'm pretty disappointed in this. It's just
It's
announcing.
not going to happen, so don't worry about it.
It's just
I knew that was coming.
The Ray one's going to happen.
That's the only one that'll happen. They're going to make that happen. Come hell or high water, she's going to push that movie out.
Yeah, and
that one's already written. That one is good to go. I don't. The James Mangold, the day one. I don't know about that.
I honestly don't think it matters anymore, man.
It feels like not the typical Kathy. The typical Hollywood thing. Just announce a bunch of stuff right before you get a movie into theaters. With Indiana Jones is coming out this month, and it just seems like the exact same cycle of BS that we've been doing for years and years with these Star Wars announcements. I don't believe this. I don't believe.
Well, it's not just Star Wars. It's Marvel. It's DC. No, it's whatever studio you pick out of a hat.
DC.
Yeah.
Marvel,
I mean, I could ream DC just as hard as you're reaming Star Wars right now.
Absolutely, I agree. James Gunn's next. Let's get inside a gun later.
No, not quite as hard.
not as bad. No, not James Gunn yet, but DC. Yes.
I can
absolutely. These are all Hollywood issues. I don't. I'm not. I don't put Marvel in that same category.
Maybe the strike will fix it. You know? Oh no, never mind.
I mean, and the thing is, like, if it was no writer strike, all these movies would have come out. Well, the Ray movie would have come out soon earlier, but they just.
I don't. Anthony, I don't think the
No.
writer's strike had anything to do with this. The way this is played out, except the one delay from Avatar.
Did you see the Marvel, Disney movies that were delayed?
Disney, Marvel is different. Marvel, the only thing that's really keeps suffering is Blade.
No, not really.
Avengers is a year. They pushed it a year. Both movies.
Yeah, Avengers has been.
Everything is pushed.
Everything has been.
You were sleeping, Max.
Yeah. What's your take on this, Voltaire? And then we'll get to Ladia and Anthony.
I mean, if this is true, this is this is a stunning release schedule that they're planning to release 2 films in 2026 after doing nothing for 7+ years. That is stunning. There's just that they fired out.
They're setting themselves up for failure unless they're really sure.
And the only one we don't know what Mangold's doing. He said he's going to do that other film potentially. He doesn't know what he's doing. So is it this other Ms. Marvel director movie? No, she's doing the Ray movie, right?
Yeah, she's doing the Ray one. Yeah,
the Filoni movie. They've already kind of said it's not coming till 2027. So I guess that they're presuming the Mangold film is going to be done and in theaters in December of 2026. I mean.
Well, the May one, is that going to be the Ray one?
Presumably.
I think so.
I would think they would do December for that one. I don't know.
No, I don't think they wanted to. Oh, I see why. You think they wanted to have its own thing at Christmas?
Maybe the May 22nd, 2026 will actually be Filoni's linking up to the...
and the other 2 will be Ray movies. Ooh. Because Ray is the main Star Wars timeline.
It could be. Look, well, it's all speculative. I mean, these people have failed to deliver multiple times. So, but the Ray movie seems like it's happening. Like, if I had to guess, why would they do a May release? Maybe they don't want to. Maybe they want to kind of fly into the rest of the summer stuff and sort of fly under the radar a little bit. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Skywalker.
I don't know. I just saw this and I'm like, come on, this is the same.
Also, when the article said Lucasfilm is developing Taika Waititi stuff.
Yeah, that's still in the works. So
these release dates it's weird.
There are some scoopers who are insiders who've said that Kathleen Kennedy's had a mandate to get a movie out. So maybe I don't know.
Let's just hope all these movies stick. I mean, I still don't understand why put. I still don't understand why put a Star Wars movie in the same month as the Avengers movie. That is the dumbest thing.
Well, what has changed to give you confidence that this is finally going to happen after all these years? Because it's exactly the same people at Lucasfilm.
No, all 3 of these movies on this schedule will not happen.
Except now they actually lost. Well, she was Jar Jar Abrams. I'm sorry, J.J. Abrams. Producer. What was her name that she was right hand to Kathy for a while and then she left?
The one who used to work for Harvey Weinstein?
No. She you know who I'm talking about, Brian? She was on.
Oh, the Asian lady, right? She's Asian.
I'm not paying attention. What are you talking about?
Michelle Rejwan or something.
Right.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Was that her name?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That sounds right, but I can't confirm.
Yeah, she was supposed to come on and help, and then they didn't do anything except the TV shows, and she left.
The only one that is probably going to happen is the Ray movie. The other 2, I don't know what those movies is or what it is.
Well, we got 3 years before they announce titles and directors and who's doing what. So just be patient.
Maybe
patience.
Patience. I know it's a
I'm
foreign
not-
word
I'm
in movie
gonna be
talk.
To be honest, I'm
7
not,
years between movies, and then they're gonna do 2 in 1 year.
to be honest, I'm not worried about. I'm like about the next Star Wars movie. I'm just like I'm happy them getting the TV shows and stuff like that. I'm just like okay.
Exactly.
And yeah, so it's like whenever they start production, we'll see. Simple as that.
Yeah, I hope one of them's a Mando movie. I think a Mando movie that would be
So
exciting.
that's the Dave one. I think that's the I think Mando's gonna make a cameo in the Dave.
Yes, I know, Patrick. I'm extremely frustrated with what we're getting now. It's like
We know, Max. We know.
After
buddy.
covering Lucasfilm for so many years, I'm like, wow, they've learned nothing. This sounds
And that's why I'm like, dude, after covering Lucasfilm for so many years, I'm just like, dude, whatever, man.
Yeah.
I'll wait till we get something.
All right,
I don't watch it. Why? Because it's Star Wars.
The TV shows are keeping me satisfied.
Yeah, I have no problem.
Oh
with
yeah,
the
yeah. I'm
TV
very
shows.
happy with the TV shows.
I
Yeah,
mean-
there's still stuff good.
Then why are you
stuff in there.
bitching?
Because
It's all the same universe, man.
this is my job. My other job is being a critic.
It's not bitching. It's good, solid discussion.
Yeah.
Bitching.
I mean, what I was going to say is
we get a little
that
borderline every once in a
with-
while, man. With conversation, it's mostly.
but when it
bitching.
when it comes down to Star Wars itself, we know that the TV series does great. But when it comes down to movies, they lack in making interesting IPs, right? Like, because if you think about it, like after the Rise of Skywalker series, right? It's like, well, film, sorry. Where else can you go in the timeline except for going forward, right? If I was Lucasfilm, I would start making video games to go back in time and to kind of go in between Return of the Jedi to The Force Awakens, do something around that timeline, Luke and Leia, and have something for that. It would have been pretty cool to have that.
One thing I've learned since I've been doing this with you guys, fans will never be satisfied no matter what you do.
Oh, that's absolutely true. But you still got to do your job.
They did it, and they wanted to move away. They wanted to actively move away from that timeline, Taladia, but then they went back to it after they failed so miserably, which is why Mandalorian is set in that timeline and why the Ahsoka movie is going to be, or a TV show is going to be set in that timeline. Will they make feature films in that timeline? Well, they're making the Filoni film, so that's still in that timeline.
I don't think failing is failing. It failed out with $3+ billion, right?
I'm tired of that excuse.
Regardless of what
Not
Star
making a
Wars
movie
movie
for
comes
7
out,
years
it will make $1 billion.
But they made TV shows to suffice. And
I
not
know
only that, but they made TV shows during a pivotal time during COVID where we couldn't even go to the damn theater. So what are you bitching about?
Yeah.
Seriously. There's 2 years that they literally could not make a movie.
7 years. It's been 7 years.
Five.
What was the
subtract 2?
I'm not giving
Rise of Skywalker came out in 2019. 7 years? 7 years.
Facts.
Are you kidding me?
By the time the
2019
movie comes out,
is how many years ago?
By the time the movie comes out, it's going to be 7 years. 2026.
Yeah, it'd be 7 years when.
Do your job, Max.
Yeah. The video games look more exciting than the movies. The new video game looks awesome.
Well, this is the thing with entertainment. You can choose to watch the movie.
That's true.
You can choose not to. You can choose to play the games. You choose not to. You don't have to watch every TV show that they produce.
I do. I can't resist.
I know you can't.
I wanted to rush to the theater and support Star Wars coming back.
When's the last time you rushed to the theater for anything?
Marvel all the time.
No, I'm
DC.
just saying that Max is being way too hyperbolic.
No. 2026,
So,
and then these seem like
yeah, I'm sure they did.
nebulous dates. Like, okay,
it's better than nothing, and everything has diminishing returns in Hollywood, dude. It's not like they get better sequels. When has
Take
that ever been
everything
the case?
Kathy says with a grain of salt.
Why didn't they announce
But
what
I'm gonna
movies
say-
they are too? Sorry, Deladia.
Yeah.
Because they're
But I'm
gonna
good.
do
I
a
don't-
big
Yeah, I was gonna
rollout
say-
next year
I'm gonna,
or the con.
yeah, but I'm gonna reply to. I want to say something to Senior Nerd, right? Senior Nerd person. The fact that like I saw the new Star Wars game from Ubisoft. Not that great. I'm afraid. It's
I just
made
think
by
it's funny that
Ubisoft.
people say it's. I think it's funny that people say it's the first ever open world Star Wars game. It's like, no.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
they're-
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's this game, that new game that's coming out, Star Wars Outworld.
What's wrong with
Literally
it?
it's made by Ubisoft, one of the worst developers in the entire gaming industry.
Is that right?
That's it.
Yeah.
No, I
Man.
think Allah looks good for Ubisoft standards. It looks good. It looks great.
Mm-hmm. If you're just getting here, remember to smash the like button for MMB. Help us out here. The Last
41
Jedi and
likes.
Solo over. I don't think I could support this stuff without it looking. If the trailer looks, I'm going to do like just I do for everything. I am a free agent now. I am no longer a blind fanboy. I'm not just going to show up to everything. You have to earn my money with
Unless it's
good
Zack
product.
Snyder. Oh.
No, with good product. Even Zach. I want to.
You're not going to do a video where you cry during the trailer like that guy did?
No, I love Zack Snyder, but I have to be wined and dined to get my money and get me to rush out the stuff.
That's
man.
it. Don't give it up easy.
Even video games.
Max is a whore.
No. I'm not putting out easy. I'm not putting out. No.
He wants some romance.
I want to be romance. I
wants to be wooed.
I have every.
All it takes is a shout out from Snyder. He's like, yes, sir.
I have to.
Hi, Daddy. How are
After
you?
all these years, to finally get some movement on Star Wars movies, and that they just have the same old. I am not going to show up unless the trailer looks good.
For what?
For the next Star Wars, I'm not just showing up. I'm not. I just, I'm.
So what Max is saying, he's not gonna let.
It's nothing new.
Oh
Nothing
my
new.
God. Max is like a girl who uses sex as a weapon.
Yeah. No, Max is like
Yes!
the girl who
Yes,
she's
like
she's no longer going to take the call from
I'm
the
not
guy at
putting out-
2:30
I'm
a.m.
not
after
putting
he's
out-
done with the
I'm
bar.
no-
You up?
Thank you, figure drawing. I'm no booty call. You can't just call me, get me out of bed for Star Wars. You got to.
I get you out of bed all the time.
You got to present something good.
Nah.
I'm not
Nah.
showing up on
Nah,
no
but
booty call.
Max is-
Wined and dined. Absolutely.
That's
We're
what
actually
you want.
losing viewers now. What the hell? No,
Hey,
exactly.
Quick, somebody yell at somebody about Star Wars. Go.
Yeah, that's
Star
great.
Wars.
I'm
Well, look, I
serious.
think it's ridiculous that they announce these dates but
Yes.
don't announce any films. I mean, that is just
It doesn't matter though, because
It
that's
does.
the name of the game.
Just to announce dates?
shit. Announce shit. Keep people off our
Dates?
back.
You have
Who
no
gives a
confidence
crap
in the
if they
whole
actually
industry.
produce? It's like no, I don't, because it's like DC
Yes.
all over again.
Have you ever
How
seen
many
that
of those
before
movies
where they
did
just
not
announce
make?
dates but they don't tell you what the films are?
Well, guys, remember that stupid
It's
meme
Star
they made
Wars.
with the Snyderverse?
Lightsabers.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I'm no booty call.
I think whatever's going to be announced will be
Depends
announced
on
at
it just
a
depends on
con.
the other end. That's all.
Well,
It's just unusual, and it's undeniably unusual to just say,
Uh-oh.
"Here's 3 dates,
Oh,
guys."
here we go.
all right, crazy Joe is coming in.
At least I agree with Crazy Joe about Star Wars.
I love
Hey,
that
Crazy
shirt,
Joe.
dude. I
Hi.
love that shirt.
I'm very disappointed in Kathy Kennedy today, Crazy Joe,
Why?
because it's the same old.
Because she said they were doing something, and he doesn't like what they're
They
doing.
announced two Star Wars within the same year, 3 projects, and I don't have a lot of confidence in these projects, Crazy Joe. It just seems like the same old with Lucasfilm.
Well, why are you? What's Kathleen Kennedy have to do with that?
Because she's in charge of Star Wars.
She's in charge of Star Wars. She's not in charge of release dates.
Yeah.
Are you
keep
kidding
trying
me?
That is what I keep trying to
Who
say. Oh my good lord.
Then
You
who's
don't
in charge of
know the
release
name of
dates
the
if
You
it's
person.
not
don't
her?
think the president of Lucasfilm has to sign off on the dates of the movies?
Yeah, but you don't think it's like sign off and not even read it?
Bob
okay,
Iger,
yeah.
Bob,
Or-
whoever
or
took
maybe-
over for Bob Alan Horn. I can't
I'm
remember the
done.
guy's name.
I'm done.
Have you ever heard of delegation, Max?
Yeah,
When
Her
you
bread and
delegate
butter is
something?
production. Don't tell me that she doesn't have something to do with these release dates. That's
No,
Well,
come on.
at least
Wait,
maybe
wait,
she
guys,
has somebody
guys,
to
guys,
delegate
time
to.
out.
Alright.
Wait, time out.
But
Let's
it-
just see. Max will rage quit from the live stream.
No, I'm not. You're not. She's not in charge of this.
But it's also the crybaby-fication of fandom because it's like for
What?
years it's the crybaby-fication of
What are you
fandom.
saying?
What I'm saying is fans are being crybabies.
You're a whiny crybaby, Max.
No. Think about it. For all we hear is, oh, they haven't put a movie out since 2019. They haven't put a movie out since 2019. When are they gonna put a
I don't
movie
see
out? When
that
are
as
they
a
gonna
bad thing.
And then
honestly.
suddenly they go, guess what? In 2026, we're putting out 2 movies. And then the same people that have been like, where are the movies? They're like, it's too many movies.
It's just
No,
another movie for Star Wars fans to
No,
bitch about.
it's not
Why
too
would
many
I hear it?
movies if they actually show some confidence with these projects and say what they are, why they're doing them. No, we just announce 2 arbitrary.
Well, they already said
3
what they
arbitrary
are.
dates.
Yeah, they already said what they are.
It's they are.
And why didn't they announce the titles with these dates then, Crazy Joe?
Why do this now?
Dawn
Why
of the
do this
Jedi,
now?
the
Because
Race
Let
Car
him answer
movie,
the
and the Filoni
question.
movie.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, why didn't they announce the titles if we know what they are?
They probably don't have titles yet.
Then why didn't they say
I mean,
the Ray movie?
the writers are on strike. I mean, I don't know
They could
the script's done
announce
yet.
what time period it is.
Oh my God.
Project.
Why are we arguing about titles? It's just damn titles of the movies.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares? What
I've
the
never
title is?
seen them announce just dates for movies like that.
They do that all the time. Marvel does it all the time.
Without saying what the movie's going to be, they don't say here's going to be the whatever the Blade movie on that release date. They don't say what it is.
Unannounced, untitled Avengers movie coming in 2025.
Still says it's an Avengers movie.
Marvel has earned that.
Untitled Star Wars movie.
Marvel
Still
has
says Star
earned
Wars.
that.
No, it's simple.
gotcha.
People are happy that the Star Wars have TV show and they could wait. Simple as that. There's nothing wrong with that waiting. Like, damn.
Disney does this all the time. Marvel.
What they announce dates with no project attached to it specifically.
No.
It seems like amateur hour still. That's all I'm saying. It seems like
Hey, Crazy Joe makes a good point. We know what these 3 movies are. If they are these 3 movies and they've announced these 3 dates, why aren't they telling you it's these projects?
they still have a problem with
Because it's
they're
not.
they're trying to project confidence, and then this gives me back right before Last Jedi. All kinds of like, oh, we're doing this date, we're doing this movie. When they put something in the theaters to try to project that they're confident in what they're doing, when I don't even think this Indiana Jones is going to be a disaster. I'm sorry. Who cares?
If it's a good movie, who cares?
I care about the box office on Indiana Jones completely jack shit, because all I care about is it's a good movie. But you know why? Because Harrison Ford's in his 80s. There's not going to be an Indiana Jones 6. Box office only matters on making a sequel.
Well, we discuss all these issues
here. You have to be making some profitability with these projects.
Why? They're not
There's
making
a lot
a
of
sequel.
employees.
There's not going to be a part 6.
True.
I get the 4K disc of Indiana Jones 5 on my shelf, whether it makes a billion or whether it doesn't. So
you're not concerned with profitability or success just as long as you like it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, well, the studio cares.
I mean, it's
And also
Disney.
the
They're
studio-
rolling in
At the end
money
of the
anyway.
day,
They're
isn't that what
Scrooge
really
McDuck.
matters? What you personally think of something or not?
Not who tells you what to think
Like,
or how to
I
enjoy it.
agreeing with a panel going, "Oh yeah,
No,
Kathleen
I-
Kennedy's full of shit, man."
No, I care about the industry, the future of Lucasfilm, the future of these IPs, and people's jobs. I do. I do.
Maybe that's your problem, dude. You care about the industry, you know.
I do.
Who cares about the industry? It is
Well,
what it
Max
is.
has a channel discussing
Like
the
it doesn't
industry.
listen if the movie
right.
It's kind of important.
Yeah, like
I want Lucasfilm to live on in these. I would like them to be able to move on with just more than just Star Wars, but Willow failed. Indiana Jones looks bad.
yeah,
and
there's
Star
no-
Wars
there's
is
no-
exactly right.
It looks bad. How
They're
it
not
looks
going to move
bad?
forward with Indiana Jones anyway. Doesn't matter.
You think that's what the studio wants? They want to shelve that IP.
they can't do anything with that IP. He's 80 years old. The only thing they
So
can
they,
do
they
is
can't do anything with
recast.
Harrison Ford.
You
Yeah,
could do
the
stuff
only thing
within
they
that
could do-
universe.
And they're going to. They're always going to. There's going to be a. They're going to recast Indiana Jones within the
We're
next
gonna get
5
you young
years.
Indiana Jones, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They already put the Chronicles on Disney Plus. I started watching it. Like, it's a
Yeah,
great
that
show.
seems like that should be a no-brainer. Truthfully.
Yeah.
I care a lot.
But you guys are gonna bitch about it anyways. That's why it's like, honestly, I don't want Star Wars to put a movie out. You know why? Because I'm happy with what we got. Call me a simple
True.
fool. Call me this, whatever, dude. I'm just saying, like, after all the damn years, man. Like, if you don't like it by now, like since Disney's owned it, which has been over a decade now, get off the truck, dude.
I can't.
You want?
Well,
I
let's
want
do
my.
that.
You're the
I
problem.
can't quit it. I
Okay,
can't quit
then,
Disney.
then
I
drag
can't quit
behind it
Star
like
Wars.
everybody else.
I want my team to do good. You know, this is my sports. I don't follow sports. I
They're
want
doing-
my team. I want Lucasfilm to do good.
Your
I want
team's
the
doing
property
just
that I
fine.
love to be produced better.
But they're not
material.
making movies exactly how they want them. That's why
That's
they're not
not.
fine.
That's not what I'm saying.
The
No.
slate of movies they
In
announced.
manner of
I-
speaking, yes, you are.
No,
I don't
I'm
understand
saying I
how
want
anyone
some-
could complain
I
about
want
the
some-
slate of movies that was announced.
I want some quality. I want
No,
some
I'm really
confidence.
not.
I want some details
all right.
instead of just arbitrary dates with.
You got
like-
details.
Oh my god!
Does the
You
Star
got
Wars movie
details.
come out in
Dawn of the
2026?
Jedi, the Dave Filoni movie, which is a sequel to The Mandalorian, and the Rey Skywalker movie, which is quite frankly something for everyone. You don't like Rey Skywalker? Who gives a shit? There's 2 other movies coming
It's
out.
like
They're set in
Star
different
Trek,
times.
dude. Not every
Yeah.
movie's a banger, dude. You know, there's a Star Trek 5 out there.
Yeah,
There's
look at Star Trek right now. Star Trek right now is giving us a show in the original series timeline. We got shows in the Next Generation timeline with Lower Decks and Picard. We got one set in the far future. There's something for everyone.
Yeah.
If you don't like one thing, guess what? It's a buffet. Grab the thing you do like. You don't have to
Yes.
eat the shrimp. There's chicken
Exactly.
there too.
And Star
I'm
Wars is
allergic.
exactly the same thing.
I'm allergic
No.
to shrimp.
And Star Wars is the same thing.
Yeah.
That's what I keep trying to tell everybody. It's like a buffet. Just sit down, take a little bit of this, have some fun, relax, man. God damn.
But Jar Jar, Lucasfilm hasn't messed up since they introduced you.
Being mad about movies being announced when you
Uh-oh.
just said they weren't making movies is a bit over the top, man. Thank you, Anthony.
I'm gonna go make a drink
He's
now.
right. He's right.
If it's the
Anybody
same
want a
old
drink?
BS that we've been getting for years, hey DL, how's it going?
What's up?
And you know what's gonna be, so why are you complaining? That's my whole
It feels
that's
like
my
they
whole
haven't.
point.
They
They
haven't.
are not gonna make anything good.
They
in
haven't
life,
got
dude.
it.
Trust
They
me.
haven't got a clue. They're doing the exact same. Hey DL.
Uh-oh, what are we arguing about? What are we arguing
Star
about?
Wars.
Uh-oh.
How
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars
Whoa,
will
did you
never
say
lose.
Star Wars? Did
Yeah.
you
How
Star
do
Wars
they
will never
not?
lose
How
an
do you
act
say they don't
for
have a
anybody else on this
clue?
panel.
All right,
They've got directors attached to all 3 of these movies. They've got a premise.
For now.
A time.
For
It's
now.
like what is the part that they don't have figured
all right,
out?
DL, are you confident in this release dates over a lot of substance about these projects? And then they're going to do 2 within the same year. Let me see. Untitled Star Wars movie, May 22nd, 2026. Untitled Star Wars movie, December 18th, 2026. Untitled Star Wars movie, December 17th, 2027.
Okay, so I'm assuming that the 3 that they're talking about is the Dave Filoni movie, the
Right.
the Ray movie, and the
Mangold.
James Mangold movie. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Is it safe to assume that if that's what it is?
Wow,
Why didn't they tell
DL
us
came
that?
to the panel speaking truth and facts.
well, I didn't even get to the meaty stuff yet. But okay, so here's the thing. I mean, I've said before, I'm excited for all 3 of these movies. I think the potential for all 3 of these films would be great.
Thank you.
However,
Aw.
I'm sorry. There's always a but with me. You know this. However,
Better be.
I don't believe for 1 second that all 3 of these projects are going to stay the same. I have a hard time believing that the directors that they have for these films are going to stay, because we've seen before that they can never stick with a filmmaker and or a release date and or concept. So until I actually see them in production for a film, I take these release dates with a grain of salt.
That's exactly how I feel. I'm like, I don't care until I see something.
Right. That's literally where I am right now. I'm excited for all 3 of these projects. I think all 3 of them will be good. Even the Ray one I'm looking forward to. But like, I just don't trust them to stick with the project because I was really excited for them to do a Rogue Squadron movie. Yes, even with Patty Jenkins behind it, like I was excited for that concept, and then they ended up scrapping that. So
They
it's
didn't
like
scrap it. That one's on the back burner, but they didn't.
Oh my God!
that's a nice
You
way to
believe
say it.
you believe everything Kathy says?
Yeah, well, that's because she's the president of
You
Lucasfilm.
believe everything that she says? She still says Ryan Johnson's thing is still
Yeah,
in
you're
place.
such a
It
corporate
is.
shill.
It is. Ryan
But
Johnson.
Busy.
But
I
again,
keep saying, anyone who thinks
If
the
one
Ryan
more
Johnson movie's not
person
happening is
tells me I'm
delusional.
defending a corporation because I think your opinion is stupid. I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna snap.
But again,
No, no.
even if
Yes.
the Rogue
Yes, you are.
Squadron movie is still happening, we don't know when or if Patty Jenkins is still going to be on. So until they
Patty
say
Jenkins is done with them.
exactly, so
I don't
until
think so.
until they say anything else with it, I'm going to assume that Rogue Squadron is not going to happen. This is how weird and in flux that Lucasfilm is right now. Like this is not new.
I'm shocked at it. Just like when Kathy was like, "Well, they're not canceled. They're just not
In the
moving
back
forward."
burner. What does that mean?
That is such PR BS. Crazy Joe.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sorry.
listen, Brian is doing a good. Ryan is doing a good job with his Knives Out movies. So I mean, whatever.
I even don't mind
Yeah,
Ryan Johnson's trilogy. I actually was kind of curious to see that too, but like
I'm
I don't
too.
believe
I'm
that's
curious,
happening at this
but-
point
okay.
because like they're always like, I don't know.
That's
he's
absolutely
like,
happening.
Okay, wait a minute. How do you wait? Stop. How
Man,
how
that's
do
a
you
big
believe? How do you believe Ryan Johnson's trilogy is going to happen? But okay, I don't know.
There's no scenario where the Ryan Johnson trilogy doesn't happen.
Please explain.
No
Please
scenario.
explain.
He made the second highest grossing Star Wars movie of all time. So, money is rewarded. He made them a ton of money. He's an
does that mean
Oscar
JJ's
caliber
going to come
director.
back and do a Star Wars movie because he did the third highest grossing Star Wars film of all time?
That's not. That's
Oh,
not
they
what
would
that
have him
means.
back if he wanted to.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
no. Let's even go even further. He made The Force Awakens that made over $2 billion.
Calm down. Calm down. Breathe, buddy.
If JJ has an idea, they will
He's
certainly
entertaining.
roll up.
No one
a red
gets mad at
carpet for
the
him.
owl. Let the owl
Yeah.
go. No one gets mad at him.
Yeah, they're not.
saying.
They're not going to turn
Yeah.
away JJ Abrams if he wants to come back.
Again,
He was successful for them.
Again, but then The Rise of Skywalker came out, and that's still the third highest grossing Star Wars movie, but everybody
Yeah.
hates it. Everybody hates it.
Does
So it's
everybody
like,
hate it though? I mean,
Well, they hate it for now. Give it a
Yeah.
decade; it'll be one of the most celebrated movies.
I mean,
Hell
it's
no.
not a great
Trilogy.
movie,
Hell
but
no.
it's not that bad either. So.
I know. Every time I say I like The Rise of Skywalker, here's what I hear. Oh no, my God, it's horrible. JJ
I
Black,
like the Rise of
blah, blah, blah.
Skywalker. I had no problem with the trilogy.
I just thought it was meh.
The trilogies.
I'd agree with that. Yeah, it's
This
watchable.
seems like more meh.
But regardless, like
Yeah, that's
I don't-
exactly what Disney wanted. Watchable.
Okay, no, but here's the
Yeah.
insanity here. You expect
When
them
they
to
bought
make
that.
something different, Max?
They have unlimited resources for an entertain. They have Star Wars as an IP.
Yes, but they're creatively bankrupt.
That's,
Yeah.
her
How so?
whole job is this universe.
Oh my god.
No,
And we're
Brian's
getting
right.
the same old, same old.
I don't think
They
they're
have the most
creatively
valuable
bankrupt at all.
IP out there,
And they've
they
done
can-
nothing with it. I get
In
it.
Indiana Jones too. Indiana Jones, you could
Done a-
even
they've
with
done a lot with
even
Star
with the
Wars.
old Harrison Ford, the product should be looking better than this. Now, hopefully, it's really
But
great.
The problem with Star
Should it be
Wars is it
looking
can all be
better than it
debated.
was?
It can all
Like-
be debated ad nauseum, dude. Like we're doing right now.
They've put out more good Star Wars than George Lucas ever did.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm aware of this crazy theory that you two have.
I don't know about that.
no, it's a
buddy.
fact. It's a fact.
It is a
All
fact.
right, then
prequels
DL, I
are-
don't agree with you either.
Lucas
The
made
prequels
3
are
good
not good.
movies and 3 shitty movies. Kathleen
Wars.
Kennedy already has made more good than that. So,
The
The
prequels-
Mandalorian alone.
The prequels expand the universe instead of just repeating the same.
Wait,
type
don't
of
you know,
but they're
Crazy
badly
Joe, that
written.
you can't give Kathy Kennedy credit for the Mandalorian?
I
I
do.
give her
You-
credit.
Don't you know that?
What?
I
She
give
has
Kathleen
nothing to
Kennedy
do with
all
it.
the credit she
She
I
had
didn't
nothing
say
to
she had
do with
nothing.
it.
I didn't say she had nothing
Stay
to do
angry,
with it.
friends.
I said
Preach on,
I
Doom
feel
Cock.
like
I got you, brother.
no. I didn't say she had nothing to do with it. Obviously, she deserves some credit, but I honestly think the quality is there because of Favreau and Filoni taking up that project.
Oh Jesus.
And The Mandalorian, let's be honest, The Mandalorian is good, but The Mandalorian is equivalent to you being on a desert island starving, and then somebody gives you a turkey sandwich. You're like, oh my God, this turkey sandwich is amazing. Oh, it's the best thing I ever ate.
Well, no, that's not necessarily true.
And Favreau presented that. That's another project that they weren't planning. Favreau presented.
Favreau,
of course, he gave the okay, is what we hear. I still think that was an Iger thing. I think Iger's like, you know, let my Johnny Favs do his thing. He's been my pitch hitter for me for years. You know, that's what I believe. I have no proof of that. That's just my speculation. But Crazy Joe, we debated this before. He's like, well, Kathy gave the okay to the Mandalorian series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything that happens in Star Wars comes from Kathy Kennedy.
I think Iger steps in at some certain points. At that point,
Iger hasn't even been there in years. He just got back. He just walked back in the door.
When Mandalorian started, he was there.
Yeah, but what about all the shows since? He wasn't
and at
there
that
for
point,
Obi-Wan. He wasn't there for Boba Fett.
Star Wars was at its lowest since they bought it, is when the Mandalorian started.
Very interesting that the Mandalorian, what happened with that, because it was a change, it was a about face from what they had been producing. So that's an interesting theory, Max.
I mean, it's not that crazy to say that Bob Iger, but he has a great relationship with Favreau. You know, Iron Man. He did the Jungle Book, the Lion King. He's done a lot of great, at least money makers. That people don't like the Lion King for Disney. You know, he deserves as much credit as the beginning of the MCU as Feige. Yes, the start of the MCU, Favreau. So that's my thoughts on it, but. Go ahead.
But you know, I don't see any of the criticism for Feige like you give Kennedy. People at the lowest point with Marvel.
I have my issues with Feige.
I know you do, buddy. I know.
No, I think Feige is tops because most of the projects he announces get done. The quality has slipped a little bit. I still enjoy Marvel. There's still shows and movies coming out.
I don't think the quality slipped at all for Feige.
Yeah, I know you don't. But it's like Feige had a more consistent track record than Kathleen as far as producing projects.
Well, that's only because they made more
in talent.
Well, true, but going back to phase one, that's still phase one alone is a better track record than the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, and Crazy Joe, they wanted Marvel to. They wanted a Star Wars movie every year, at least one. They wanted to do what Marvel was doing.
Yeah, I'm disappointed
they failed
that
when they didn't.
Well, they didn't. That's the thing, though. They didn't really fail. They stopped. They put the brakes on because Solo didn't make money, but Solo's excellent. Solo's like one of the best ones.
Okay, so they didn't continue with their goal of.
And you know what it is? It's jackassery.
It's failure.
It's pure and simple jackassery. Because people didn't go see Solo because they didn't like The Last Jedi. Crybabyism, as I said.
Yeah,
because Solo is a movie that is directed by Ron Howard, written by Lawrence Kasdan. So people didn't like a movie that was written and directed by Rian Johnson, and they said, we didn't like Rian Johnson's movie, so we're going to boycott Ron Howard's movie. Oh, gee, that makes sense. Hey, I didn't like Smokey and the Bandit, so now I'm going to boycott E.T.
If it looked good, I would have still gone to see it, but it also looked bad to me.
The marketing for Solo was terrible. So
yeah, I have a rant on that trailer.
And that's the free market dictating its feelings towards the IP, Joe.
It's people being dumb.
Well, you can call it that. That's the free market. That's the market.
It's Star Trek 5 and Star Trek 6. They're directed by different people. People didn't like Star Trek 5 written by and directed by Shatner.
The market didn't want to go back. The market went to a restaurant, got fetish an S-burger, and didn't want to go back to the restaurant for a while. That's all.
No, that's stupid, though. That's stupid because there was a different chef in the kitchen.
Now, granted, I'm not. I'm also not. I'm not a Ron Howard fan, so that's another reason why I didn't. Yeah, I'm not a Ron Howard fan.
What?
I'm not. Nope. I didn't like what he did with the Da Vinci Code movies. I hated what he did with the Grinch. What else?
Oh well, his Grinch movie was pure up shit. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, that movie was bad. I did not like that movie.
really
What
bad.
with Jim Carrey?
Yeah, but you know what? And part of the problem.
Movie.
Oh my God, that movie's horrendous. And part of the problem is Ron Howard wasn't a fan of The Grinch by admission. He said so. He said he wasn't a fan of The Grinch. He only did it because he wanted to work with Jim Carrey. You needed someone who loved the source material to make that movie because that movie was because it ruined the story. It took the story of The Grinch and it ruined it because it turned the Who's, who in the original story were the ones that understood Christmas all along, and the Grinch, he didn't get it and he stole their Christmas, and then at the end he got it and he comes back and they're like, come on, no, you were always welcome. You were always welcome. Just come carve the roast beast with us. But then in Ron Howard's shit movie, he turns the Who's into these horrible people that chase the Grinch out of town. Changed the entire story. Hate that movie.
Yep, it is.
As much as I like Ron Howard, I first I want to punch him in the balls for the Grinch. Then I want to buy him a drink for everything else.
We don't condone violence.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Not testicular violence.
I'm sorry. My heart hasn't grown 3 times that day.
I'm
yet.
getting very worried about him visiting you, ball puncher.
But
don't start talking about Kathleen Kennedy. He'll come.
Wake up, Max!
But no, that Da Vinci Code trilogy was one of the most underwhelming trilogies I've ever seen.
You know, I hear all this.
That's an understatement.
I hear all this talk about how people didn't like the Rise of Skywalker and it wasn't well received. Blah
I
blah
try to
blah
watch
blah.
it all the time. It's hard.
It has an 86 audience score. The audience liked it. Whoever saw it,
the ones that paid for it.
Yeah.
It's not a great movie, but it's got a lot of redeeming qualities. Like I love the ending when she declares herself Rey Skywalker. That's
But to be fair, everybody's asking for a Solo too, so you know.
I'd love a Solo too.
I wouldn't mind a Solo too.
I wouldn't mind a Solo too.
I didn't hate Solo. I never had a problem with Solo.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
But that's it.
What did Anthony just say? What? Wait a minute. What?
It's mediocre. That's the minimum. That
Oh
should
my
be the
God.
floor for Star Wars films is mediocre. And they
Disgrace.
failed to hit mediocre several times.
Both animated Grinches are fantastic. The original is the best, and then the Benedict Cumberbatch one's really good too.
See that illumination.
All I'm saying is
so
we
big.
deserve after we've deserved better than this, and I don't have a lot of confidence in this.
The only one I'm worried about in this release date is the May 22nd one, because why will you compete against an Avengers movie? Why?
That's true. That's true.
Why will you compete?
Ego, yo.
There's
The
not
only-
really an Avengers
To
movie.
be fair, both Marvel and Star Wars is kind of at a rocky state right now, so it's both rocky franchises against each other.
The
so
only way I'd be show confidence in this one is if this is the Filoni one.
Oh, that's the date. That's the right one.
That's too soon for that.
The one I'm most excited about is the Ray one, but I would rather that one come out at Christmas because that's
the
where
Ray
they've
one
had-
with the director with a very questionable track record.
Same old. Yeah.
How does she have a questionable track record?
She
Sorry,
hasn't done a
questionable is
lot
the wrong
yet.
word. She doesn't have much of a
She
track.
probably, most likely, if you want, she got an award for some type of documentary or something like that, or something very.
A couple episodes of Miss Marvel.
Yeah,
which is
trying to
great.
take away her achievement?
Which is great, but then if you're working in a different genre, I want to see a track record there before you take on freaking Star Wars.
A major property that
Yes.
hasn't produced a movie in 7 years, and they're
A
going to give
major,
it to her.
a major IP.
Interesting choice.
She's Chloe Zhao, pretty much.
Yeah,
2019.
exactly. Chloe Zhao. I think she's great, but
7
Eternals
years.
was not that great of a movie, even though I enjoy it.
Where's that 7 years coming from?
By the time it comes out, it'll be 7 years
What 7 years?
between Star Wars movies.
2019 to 2020.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a gap right there.
The one I'm least excited about is the Mangold movie. I like Mangold, but Dawn of the Jedi doesn't sound exciting.
I'm less excited now that I've seen it. I love James Mangold, but I love Ford versus Ferrari.
Bro, that's
I
only
love
one
Logan,
movie. Like Jesus
but
Christ,
Indiana
James
Jones
Mangold
does not look good.
Time out. James Mangold
Wait
never
till you
missed.
see the movie and then.
Why don't I've decided I'm not going to rush out to the theater unless I start hearing
course
from
you
one of
are.
my friends. Unless I start hearing from my friends that it's really good.
I'm going to see it opening weekend.
Unless the only other way I would
course
go
you
is
are.
if I show my wife the trailer and she's like, I want to see it. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to see it. If she wants to
Trailers
see
have
it.
been fantastic.
But so far, she hasn't said she wants to see it. The movie that she said she wanted to see recently is Across the Spider-Verse.
Which I mean, it's a great movie, but yeah, like the 50 rating on Rotten Tomatoes is not really. I
Well,
mean,
that's because
it's concerning, but like it's not. It doesn't mean that much to me because the ratings for Indiana Jones confuses me. Because Crystal Skull has a higher rating than Temple of Doom. That Temple of Doom apparently a lot of people like, but Crystal Skull has a higher rating than that. Okay, it's in the 70s, but a lot of people hate Crystal Skull. That confuses me. So I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense because they're saying that this one's better than Crystal Skull, but Crystal Skull has a higher critic rating. It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense. So I'm like, I'm taking the rating.
Wait,
with
I thought that Rotten Tomatoes critic score was just the percentage of critics that like the movie, not a score given by them.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay.
Prove my point even more that the Rotten Tomatoes makes no sense.
I would prefer to watch an older Indiana Jones movie or Crystal Skull than go to this new movies.
Bro, then don't watch it, bro. You don't have to watch every movie if you don't.
I know.
like
I'm just stating my opinion.
Granted, I never wanted Indiana Jones 5, but it does look promising. It does.
See, I've desperately wanted an Indiana Jones 5. I'm sad it took this long. Because if they had gotten it done sooner, we could have gotten an Indiana Jones 6 before he got too old.
Oh, that's too much.
Nah, it's never too much. Never too much Indiana Jones. Unless you're watching Temple of Doom, that's too much.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Well, we're gonna move on in a second, but we were talking about 3 movies announced for Star Wars. Aren't you excited?
Not announced, it's just
Actual movies?
Their dates.
Oh, okay, okay.
No actual movies announced whatsoever.
Am I excited? I don't know. Not yet.
They gotta wine and dine you to get you back.
They do.
Yeah,
I mean, I like Andor. Mandalorian season 3 wasn't as good as season 2, but I still liked it overall. But I'm not. I mean, the Daisy Ridley one, that's the one I'm like, I don't really care, but I'll watch it maybe if it's good or if it's interesting. But
that's the one I'm most excited for.
Well, that's the only one that I have any information on. The other two is like, okay, so they're Star Wars titles. I hope that, what's his name? Taika Waititi is not attached to either or any.
Well, he's made more progress than Rian Johnson. He's actually halfway through.
Rian Johnson.
No, I'm saying I haven't heard that from Ryan yet.
You had to go and bring up that name.
Jeez, no.
Why did you say that name?
Taika Waititi's still working on his film, but that's not one.
Let him make another Onion movie. Good on him. I just don't think Star Wars is his jam.
Yeah, no.
He's not a horrible director. Like, I liked The Glass Onion until the end.
Well, he made the best Star Wars movie since 1980.
Who?
Rian Johnson?
Rian Johnson made a horrible film. The story was
terrible. The Last Jedi is like the best Star Wars film since
stupid.
Empire Strikes Back.
The story was
you're on crack. No way.
Oh God, where do all these people come from? Shit.
What's up, Brian?
Crazy.
Am I going to see you this weekend, bro?
No, dude, I'm broke as a joke because I switched jobs.
Okay. Oh, good on you, man. Good on you. That sucks, but
fucked you a little bit. Oh well.
I was gonna go down and visit my.
Canto Bite. What the fuck was that about?
I was gonna go down and visit my mom.
Did nothing for the story. It was stupid. It was a dumb movie.
It's a fantastic movie.
It was
absolutely fantastic.
I have to agree with Ryan.
I'm sorry, dude. The Canto Bite was a waste. It was like, what are we doing? Okay,
don't get me wrong. It looked
beautiful. You go there for specifically one person. Don't get that person, but get somebody who has the exact same fucking skill set. Yeah. I much would have preferred him as Darth Maul. When what's his name? The Collector. Who is he? He looks like Brad Pitt, the Hispanic Brad Pitt.
Benicio del Toro.
Benicio del Toro. Yeah, I would have preferred him as Darth Maul. I would have loved to have seen what he would have done before Ray Park got that role.
Steely Dan is amazing, Brian.
Steely Dan.
Facts. To Steely Dan.
I don't know. I think with Taika and Ryan, if they're working on Star Wars projects that don't have to do like with the main Skywalker storyline or with legacy characters, I think they could do something kind of interesting with it.
I can see. I mean, because I liked Looper. I thought that was a pretty good movie. It was entertaining. The Glass Onion was better, in my opinion, was better than the other one, the Knives Out.
Yeah.
I think it was more intriguing until the chick started smashing the sculptures and shit. That was stupid. After that, it got dumb.
Oh,
It
that
just
scene
like,
was great.
I lost it. I was like, oh, okay. Whoever likes this just doesn't like movies. But everything else before that set up, everything before that, man, it was intriguing. It set
was
up
the best
great
movie of last
story.
year.
It was very I mean, it was better than what he did in Knives Out as far as creating suspense and like intrigue. Like I was interested in who did it or what was going on behind the scenes. I liked that. And I thought, what's his name? James Bond did a great job.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah, Daniel Craig.
I wish he would do a good job of James Bond.
Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a
Ow,
minute.
Yosemite
Wait a
Jack.
minute. What are you talking about? What are you
That
talking
last
about?
James Bond movie was
He was the best. Okay, I'm
That
sorry,
was
but he
great.
was the best thing about the James Bond. Like the girl that like was supposed to be, she was like, "I'm 007. I'm 007. Look at me." Like,
All right.
girl, calm down.
Let's
You know,
let's
earn
let's
your
do,
shit. Earn some cred.
That didn't bother me so much because her role was fairly minor.
It was
and after
minor,
that,
but
you
like
didn't see her again. So I was like,
she
"Ah, it's
tried. She
fine,
was trying
whatever."
too hard to prove herself.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no. They
"Scary."
shoehorned every damn Bond movie into it, and it was off-putting. Okay, that's what was wrong with it. And I'm,
All right.
no one can debate me because I'm right. Okay,
Listen
So-
to Brian.
I'll
He
debate
knows.
you
He knows
all
about
day.
pudding.
Damn right.
I
You got to have it in layers.
mean,
man.
I'm
You
sorry.
don't
I'm
just
sorry,
mix
but
it
like,
up,
okay. The thing about Daniel Craig's Bond series is that one was good, one was bad. One was good, one was bad. One
Oh,
was
it's the
good.
most
one was
That's not
bad.
his fault. That's not his
No,
fault.
it's not. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. He's just the actor. He just shows up to work. It's the
most
fault of the
uneven
director
set
and the
of Bond
writers.
films. Yep.
I've
Let's-
never seen a James
Let's
Bond
do
movie
a
I
test
liked.
here. We have 10 panelists right
Let's
now.
do it.
Okay.
Top 10.
Who is excited about Indiana Jones and who's going to actually go see it?
I'm looking forward to it, and I will go see it.
Well, I'll
you
go
got my
first.
ticket.
I'll go first. If the trailer was good but is better, I would go see it. I am a free agent now. I am not just going to show up to stuff anymore. I'm not even Marvel after Quantumania. No,
I don't know.
Even that
Man,
was
you know,
rough.
I
That was
agree
rough.
with you. Quantum Mania
That
was
was
better than Crawl.
No,
wait,
Crawl was
backwards.
amazing.
Wait, what?
Crawl was amazing. He said.
Crawl was
Yes,
amazing.
Yes,
Crawl was cinema.
It succeeded in what the type of movie it was going to be.
Oh my god.
It was a roller coaster ride.
You
yes.
know what?
So,
Ryan?
I am not excited for the trailer. I will go see it if my wife suddenly says I want to go see Indiana Jones.
Max.
then I'll take her.
Max, I'll tell you what. When Ryan comes down to California in 2 days,
Yeah.
we will watch Crawl together, and then we'll do a live review on it and let you know how we feel about it.
How did we get on the subject of Crawl?
I
amazing
got to
movie.
sit through that again.
Alligator movie?
Yeah.
I mean,
It
it's a
is-
classic.
It's like Sharknado, but alligators almost.
Oh
really
wait,
good.
wait! You're talking about Crawl, the alligator movie?
Yes.
I thought you were talking about Crawl.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Crawl.
See, Crazy Joe, I thought the same thing when Ryan said, "Yeah, he told me to watch Crawl." I thought he meant Crawl. You know, the movie with the guy with the fucking boomerang or whatever.
Yeah, I got Crawl on Blu-ray. That's a
I
classic.
was like, it's not that bad movie, and then he was like, "No, it's not that. It's this." I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Well, that sounds yeah. Well, it's like Lake Placid 7.
All right.
Yeah, it was. I was looking for Betty
All
White.
right, so I am not sold by the trailers. I would rather watch Crystal Skull again than go see this
Oh
movie.
God,
Oh,
Crystal
And-
Skull.
Crystal Skull's really good.
I like
So
Crystal.
I'm not
Oh my
impressed by
God.
the.
The
I'm
only
not
good
impressed by the
part of
trailer,
Crystal
and I'm not going to
Skull
see it
was
unless something changes.
Non-Shia. Anything
I want
anything
Shia
lacking
LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf was
I like Shia-
decent.
I
At
like
the time, I thought
I
Shia
like
LaBeouf was a good idea. How they're
Yeah.
introducing like his son.
The only
I was like, oh,
yeah,
that's a
I
good
think
idea.
His
and that's
father
on
was
his
more
face.
excited to be in the that he was in the film.
They
than he
lost
was.
me at the groundhog at the beginning of the movie, dude.
Oh
the
yeah,
end?
I remember that.
I'm sorry.
Those are
The
prairie
opening
dogs.
credits,
Prairie dogs,
where they,
right?
Where they did the
That's
prairie dog things.
right.
I was just like,
Did
no,
you
that
see
looks so
Temple of
fake.
Doom?
Did you
Temple
know
of
that
Doom, where they
there's-
jump out of a plane and they
You
lay
can-
on a.
That was so
Yeah,
stupid.
but the
Temple
opening of
Doom.
that movie was
So
awesome.
stupid.
Do you
Okay,
know
we
what
got
shocked
anything
me?
goes. We got
Those
anything
prairie
goes.
dogs.
And a
those
Dan
prairie
Aykroyd cameo. Thank you very much.
The
Yeah,
prairie
Dan
dogs
Aykroyd.
in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Forgot about him.
This is shocking. Those prairie dogs, they were CGI.
Yeah.
No kidding. I know.
I know it was
Wow,
awesome.
They
So-
look.
so,
They
uh,
look
so was
so
Timon and
fracking
Pumbaa.
real.
No, they
from
did
The
not.
Lion
So
King.
fracking real. I couldn't believe that was
I don't know
CGI.
about
Did you
that.
take your glasses when you saw it, or
I actually was in an argument
I-
with someone and had to look it up because I couldn't believe it
I
was
I
CGI.
suddenly understand Crazy Joe a lot more. You need better glasses for all these movies.
The best
He saw it in
sequence
IMAX.
in Crystal Skull was the one
3D.
when they were in that warehouse at the beginning with the
That was
Russians,
good.
and
Yeah.
you saw
that was great.
the crate from the first movie and all
Yeah.
that, and they were following the dust in the air or whatever the fuck. That was interesting. And then it started falling apart, and then they met the guy, the old guy, I forget his name.
John
Peter,
Hurt?
no,
Indiana Jones?
no, yeah.
The old guy?
No.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. Actually, from what I've seen in the trailers for this Dial of Destiny thing, it looks like it's better de-aging than The Irishman with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino.
Well, it's years later. I mean, come on. It's only going to get better. That
Oh,
technology.
sure. No, I agree. The problem with The Irishman is that you de-aged old guys. 'Cause
Yeah,
you can't.
they're already
like
old.
they look young, but they were moving as old people do, and it was like it took me. I was like, no, I'm sorry. It's kind of like watching Avatar Under the Way of the Water and listening to the fucking Sigourney Weaver Avatar girl. And like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That was weird. I
Your
was like,
voice doesn't match your age. I don't buy it. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I will not get the F out of here.
Although I liked Avatar 2. I thought it was really
Avatar
good.
2 overall was a good film. It's
Well,
just
let's see
her
out of 10.
performance kind of like threw it off for me. I was like,
Let's let's get to this out of 10. How many people are excited to see it?
Okay.
Claudia, are you excited for
I'm not
Indiana
gonna see
Jones? You're not excited for it, or you're not going to go see it?
He even tried to cut you off. No.
He's like, shut the fuck up, Max.
All right, Crazy Joe, let's get your official vote here. Excited for Indiana Jones Style Destiny and get to go see it.
I couldn't be more excited. I've already got my ticket, and it can't get here fast enough.
All right, DL.
So this comes from someone who never wanted an Indiana Jones 5, but the marketing is actually working a lot for me to where I'm actually looking forward to it.
I'm
Am I
happy
expect-
for you.
Yep. Am I expecting this to be the best one? Obviously not, but like, there's no way it could be as bad as Temple of Doom. So just please be better than Temple of Doom. And
Agreed.
I'll be okay with that.
What? No, Temple of Doom is great.
Trash. Trash.
Oh, dude, Temple of Doom
my
is great.
God.
Kalima.
Kalima was calling garbage.
Temple of Doom goes in
Temple of
the
Doom
corner of
is a
shame.
freaking classic.
Oh my
Absolute
God.
classic.
The hardest
Do you accept
stage.
all opinions here? Crazy Joe and DL do not like Temple of Doom. They
Yeah.
would pick Crystal Skull over Temple of Doom.
You picked
I would
Crystal
watch Crystal Skull. I would
over
watch
Crystal
Temple
Skull
of
is a
Doom.
good movie. Temple
As
of
long
Doom
as we can get along with the best one being The Last Crusade,
Oh, Last Crusade is
we can be friends.
fantastic.
We can be friends. We can
Okay,
be friends.
look.
Okay?
I can understand
The Last
DL.
Crusade was the best movie ever. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, look, I can understand DL. He's a
I'll just
younger
watch
cat.
that.
That's understandable.
Younger
but-
cat.
Oh, here they go again. Here they go.
I'm just
Okay,
saying.
younger
But compared to
crowd.
Crazy
Oh,
Joe,
sorry.
Crazy Joe, you were alive when Temple of Doom came out. I mean, that was a phenomenal movie, and that was
it was a
that was
shit
in
movie in '84,
1939.
and it's a shit movie.
I
now.
wasn't
It
alive
was
when that damn
great.
movie came out.
So you have to be alive when the first movie
Damn.
comes out.
But what I'm
in order
saying is that
to
like you had when
What
you
year did
saw
Temple of Doom
Temple
come
of
out?
Doom. I don't fucking know, but I was a
84?
kid when it came out. Yeah,
84.
I remember watching it at home on my.
I was
VHS
one, dude.
player.
I was
I don't remember that shit.
Hey, and,
I bought
and
my
guess
stuff
what?
from
And guess
McDonald's.
what? Dan Aykroyd was in that movie too.
Yeah, he was.
Anyways,
That's all right. I allow, Crazy Joe, I approve of your opinion that I disagree with.
No, it's fine.
Oh yeah, Kate
All right.
Capshaw is one of the worst female characters in the history of film, and
Oh my
she was in
God.
Temple of Doom.
Also, it
So,
doesn't
no.
feel like an Indiana Jones movie. It's
That's
just
short
an
round.
outlier.
It's
It is
just a
short round.
standalone. It's a standalone.
Short
Yeah,
Round was
like
amazing.
the other three, like make like a trilogy, like Raiders, Crusade, and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. They're like a trilogy. They all feel like Indiana Jones movies.
Well, they all have the
Then you
Nazis
got-
in it.
Then you got this weird outlier that's
No,
got
no,
like
they
a TARDIS.
don't.
Imagine a
Well,
TARDIS stage.
blowing
that's bigger on the
rocks.
stage than it is off the stage.
They
and
all have Nazis in it. That's the connective tissue.
There's no Nazis
There's
in.
no
Crystal
Nazis
Skull.
in
What's
Crystal
with
Skull.
the
That's
There's no
Russian.
Nazis in Crystal Skull.
Nazis.
there's Russians. Okay.
All right,
Bruce-
Voltaire.
The Kremlin.
Get it right. And then there's stupid Crystal Skull alien things that really
Kate
threw me off.
Blanchett.
Yeah, that was
like,
ridiculous.
we have to go aliens. I mean,
Yeah, it was like what we'd like to do
Of
is
course you had to
is,
go
you know,
aliens.
put,
That's the mythology of the Crystal
we
Skull.
want to combine Indiana Jones, Star Wars, and Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Well, what did you want them to do? Change the mythology? The mythology of the
No,
Crystal
it was just
Skull
tacky
says
because it was just tacky, Joe, because I just watched an episode of Ancient Aliens and they were talking about that shit.
Well, yeah, because that's the mythology.
So could you say it was topical because that's when it came out?
Is it
the
topical
show?
to talk
Like a
about the
cream?
No, Ancient Aliens, man, which is becoming history now because it's like the only thing left on the History Channel.
Oh my god, it's on history. I thought that
All
was
right,
Sci-Fi.
Oh,
So
but you like the glowing rocks from Temple of Doom. That's so interesting.
Voltaire.
I'm
Arlie
also a
Ma.
fan of Kryptonite.
Are you?
Yeah, it's
Voltaire, are you excited for Indiana Jones Dial Destiny, or are you going to go see it?
80-year-old Indiana Jones and his wisecracking niece. I'll wait for it on Disney Plus. Thank you.
Goddaughter.
That's another thing. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, she is easy
God.
on the eyes.
She's okay. She's all right.
Okay.
You should watch
Yeah.
Flea Bottom. She's
6 out of
all
10.
over that
I've
movie.
seen some clips. That's a really funny show from what I've seen, but I haven't seen much of it.
6
Anthony,
out of 10.
are you excited about Indiana Jones, and are you going to go
I'll
see
check
it?
it out.
You'll check it
One
out.
of
All
those
right.
Oh god, Anthony's here. What's up, Anthony?
Yeah, what's up? No, I was just listening back and forth to the conversation.
Hey, he
Right.
just woke up.
He just
Right.
woke up.
What?
I'm sorry, guys. I got to run. Everybody have a good
Later,
night.
man.
All right. Thanks,
All right,
Voltaire.
man.
Thanks for the Kathy help. I appreciate it.
I'm always here for that.
Kathleen Kennedy?
Yeah.
Is she
Right.
fired?
No, not yet. Indiana Jones has to land first.
Oh.
Brian,
Hey,
are
Degrassi's
you,
right.
Are you excited
It's
for
Flea
this Indiana
Bag and not
Jones,
Flea
or are
Bottom.
you going to go see it?
Oh, he had to, he
Probably
came on screen
not
for
because
this.
I got burned on the Crystal Skull.
All right, if you're gonna come on screen, I'll go on
Burn.
screen.
No, I saw that in the theaters. I was very excited, and I lost my hat. So you know what? Nuh-uh.
See, I saw that one 3 times in the movie.
You know,
I'm
Indiana
sorry
Jones
you paid
almost
me
lost
2
his
times
hat in that
more
movie.
to be
You
disappointed.
really like that movie, gosh.
Yeah, he's about the only one that pounds that drum.
That's a phenomenal movie.
That's like the sound of one hand clapping.
I get it. Like it's
Yeah.
the same reason why I like the the Last Jedi, and everybody hates that movie. So I'm like,
I was
I'm-
just going to ask
man.
Christopher.
Well, then fuck you
Christopher
too.
just left.
I'm going off camera.
There are more of us that like The Last Jedi than dislike it.
I think it's fine.
All right,
I
I was
had
just
no
going to.
problem with it.
Christopher, I was just going to ask you your opinion. Okay, Nicotina. No, I don't have 10.
Okay.
Are you excited for Indiana Jones Dial Destiny, or are you going to go see it?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
It doesn't sound very confident.
no, I don't think I'll go see it in the theater. I might, but I don't think it's gonna live up to The Last Crusade, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom. What have you? I think that it's gonna be.
But you do see a lot of movies at the
kind of a
theater,
bu-
right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna be like a button masher kind of movie where if it was a game, you're just like, get through it.
Fast forward. Prepare to fast forward.
It should be fun, you know. I don't know. I might go see it. If not, Disney Plus all the way.
All right, Ryan, what do you think, man?
Oh, me? It depends. Like, if my kids want to go see it at the theater, I'll go watch it.
That's
I'm
an
not
easy
excited
out.
for it.
That's
It's
an easy
there.
out.
It exists.
Would you initiate the idea?
Depends
Like,
on
hey,
if we have nothing else going on and we want to do something. Then I might say, hey, let's go check it out and just kind of like throw it out there and see if they shoot me down. Because again, I haven't seen anything that's like, oh, I got to go watch that. I can't miss out. You know, I could easily watch it on my big screen in the other room and have a fine. I mean, like I saw Avatar, 2 on at home when it came on Disney Plus. I watched it there. I never had that desire to run out and watch it on the big screen. I knew it was going to be effects heavy, and the effects are great, but and like I said, from what I've seen, the de-aging of Harrison is, it's spot on. But man, I'm sorry, dude. Like, pass the fucking baton, dude. Chris Pratt would have been a great Indiana Jones back, like maybe 10 years ago, before he became Star-Lord or whatever. Because he has that charisma. He has that, that sort of. I mean, hell, fuck, even Ryan Reynolds could have been a good, wisecracking Indiana Jones, whatever. But yeah, that's the one thing is that, like, he just doesn't want to pass it on. Like the only other person that's played Indiana Jones besides River Phoenix is that other kid that played young Indiana Jones in the series.
That was good.
Well, that's the
And
question,
which I enjoyed that. Way over, the Crystal Skull thing, but
I can't believe
I think that I'm not like there's nothing in this movie here that's like, oh wow, I've got to see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. Yes, it will be watched, and it will be watched at some point.
It'll
this
be
year.
on Disney Plus eventually.
Is this going to be the last one? Is this going to wrap up?
It won't be the last one. The last one will be what is it? The nursing home of peril or
It'll
something.
be the last one with Harrison
Nursing
Ford.
home of peril.
But they'll reboot it with somebody new in a couple of years.
I mean, they're going to have to, right? I mean, eventually
Yeah.
you have to reboot this franchise.
I don't understand how any of you guys don't see this on the big screen. I mean, this is Indiana Jones. This is your last chance.
A guy who doesn't like Temple of Doom. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but I saw Temple of Doom on the big screen. I've seen every one of them on the big screen.
All right, hold on, Brian. Brian.
Can I say something, please?
Yeah. Yes.
I have the only movie I saw of Indiana Jones in the theaters was Crystal Skull. Okay. Too young. I wasn't even born for Raiders of the Lost Ark because I was 81. I was 1 when Temple of Doom came out. So my experience, I'm just telling you, my experience of Indiana Jones is on the small screen. That means I don't care.
Well, that's all the more reason.
Well, and furthermore, that's my experience of the original Star Wars movies. Okay?
Mine too.
I did not watch them on a big screen. I watched them on a little 13-inch, barely colored TV.
You didn't watch
that I had
them
to
in
get up and change the damn
1995 when they
channels.
re-released the special editions?
I had the THX edition. I had those.
I was 4 years
I was
old
moving
when
up in the world.
Yeah, I was 4 years old when The Phantom Menace came out, and the first Star Wars movie I saw in theaters was Attack of the Clones.
I was in high school.
It's just nothing. It's like my kids. My kids don't see
Attack
a
of
lot
the
of these
Clones.
movies in the big screen. And originally,
But I'm
because
saying
they're
you
too
can
young.
sense the generation gap at play here.
Well, I mean, like
more than anything.
Let's take Back to the Future for example. My kids didn't see Back to the Future on the big screen for the first time because they were too young. But last weekend or 2 weekends ago, it was playing Memorial Day weekend on the big screen. I took them to see it because I'm like, well, you got to see this on the big screen. I don't know. Just nothing beats that theatrical experience.
I don't know. I wouldn't watch it Back to the Future 4 with this crew.
There should not be a Back to the
even
Future
de-aging
4.
everyone.
There should not be Back to the Future.
Oh
4.
no, there should never be a Back to the Future 4. The
If they
story's
want to
over.
do it, I would support Back to the Future 4.
Max,
there's no story.
There's no story.
There's
There's
no
no
story.
story.
Actually, there would be a story. The story would be his kids, and I'd be interested in watching what his kids.
Yeah, but
did.
his kids were him.
They were him. They were Michael J. Fox.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but they changed.
No, we're talking
everything.
about his kids, Jules and Vern.
Oh, Doc
Brown's kids.
Yes, Doc
Yeah.
Brown's kids. That would be the
Where's
story.
all that?
And what they would do and how they would fuck things
That's
up.
not compelling
It-
cinema.
And Marty would be the
shenanigans.
I wouldn't even touch Marty. The only thing I would do is maybe have like sort of Back to the Future 2, where you sort of like go back and you revisit
it's too
the
late.
same
It's-
period, but from a different point of view or whatever.
It's over.
It's definitely over. It's not.
If
gonna
you were
happen.
pitching this, I'd be like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and
They're
reboot.
gonna
it.
reboot that. They're gonna reboot that.
I'd be like,
I'm actually surprised they haven't
Not
rebooted
while,
it. Not that I
while
want them
Zemeckis
to.
and Gale are alive.
Zemeckis
Yeah.
is still alive. Yep.
Yeah. Once he goes, they're gonna be like,
Are they
let's do
gonna
it.
remake it with Tom Holland?
No, dude. I mean,
By the time Zemeckis and Gale are both dead, Tom Holland will be too old.
Only although he did a great impression of Michael J. Fox, though that was good.
If they reboot it, it's gonna be someone like a Jenna Ortega, and it'll be a gender swap.
Yeah, it'll be
That's what
gender
they'll do.
swap.
Yeah.
That's
what they'll do. I mean, would it surprise you? Would it surprise you?
Unfortunately, no.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's why he put his hand on his head because he
and
knew
what it would be.
He
would
knows
be
that's
kinda
what's
like-
going to
it'd be
happen.
kinda like Fast
and Doc
and
Brown
Furious.
is going to be Doc Brown's going to be the same thing.
Well, yeah,
Joe
Doc Brown would
Dolan
be,
is gonna
be played by
Gender Swap,
Idris
just like they
Elba.
did Doc Ock in Into the Spider-Verse.
I got something to say to Joe Doolin here. That's never going to happen, and for a very good reason. People always say there's no originality in Hollywood. There's no original ideas. That's not true. There's plenty of original
Oh,
ideas.
yeah, it's just- they just-
Nobody
I mean,
goes to
I'm pretty
see
sure.
them.
I'm pretty
They
sure.
don't
I'm
make
pretty
any
sure.
money.
Yeah,
I'm
of
pretty sure they
course.
probably will make ET 2 at this point.
We're
There was a
Back to the
script.
Future.
Did you ever hear about
Oh,
ET?
I know the script is as a
Nocturnal,
Somebody did a
was
video on
it Nocturnal? Was it called Nocturnal Terrors? ET not two Nocturnal.
I would not be surprised if it happens. eventually.
No.
Was it gonna be a
they
horror
were
movie? What do you
in,
mean?
It was
the ETs were
the
in
script.
Star Wars.
The script
we saw them in
Spielberg
the cinema.
had. Spielberg was getting ready to make a sequel to ET in the mid '80s, and the premise was evil aliens came to Earth and were like doing an invasion, and they were after Elliot, and Elliot goes into the woods and sets up the machine and sends a signal to ET, and ET comes to like save them
with a lightsaber.
And they were like, they got fairly far, I think, in the process of the script and the pre-production, and he was like, you know what? No, we're not doing this, and he pulled the plug.
All
Yeah,
right.
we already saw that movie. It's called Critters.
Critters.
It should happen.
The Critters.
Oh boy.
Well, we
that,
had
that shit was cinema. I saw that. on the
I
small
was
screen.
going to
That
ask
shit was amazing.
Brucifer if he was going to go see Indiana Jones or excited, but he left. I'm assuming that he would say, stop complaining about it, but I don't think he's going to go see it. I don't think Brucifer's going to go. So I would say 4 out of 10, maybe 5 out of 10 of the panel.
I mean, the movie,
And that's
not
not good. If a new Indiana Jones movie comes out, you should hear all of nerddom be like, "Wow, we need to watch this."
Not in this culture. This culture doesn't deserve Indiana Jones, quite frankly.
They
Yes, we
waited
do.
too long. They waited too long to make.
I don't
Indiana
think. This generation. No.
Yeah.
There's not.
They don't. No
Look,
one
look,
care.
look, I'll
dude.
say
It's
this.
checked out. Is
Like
it on
for-
TikTok?
What?
Is it a YouTube short? Indiana Jones. Is that how they're going to present this movie? Because I don't think the
I
younger
would
generation
watch
are
it.
really going to give a shit.
No, I mean I'm going to
Yeah,
see Indiana Jones.
Don't put us
It-
in
it's,
that.
just, it's just a matter of if I'm going to see it in the theater or not. Because
Yeah, you don't feel
unlike-
the need to rush out.
It's definitely not an
unlike
IMAX
Ryan,
experience.
unlike Crazy Joe. Like my kids aren't old enough to be like, hey, let's go see Indiana Jones. They're 5 and 7, so that's not even like a
You
factor.
didn't show them Temple
and
of
my kids love Indiana Jones. You know,
Yeah.
they're all about that shit. They bought it.
Their
on
mother
fucking
won't let them
Blu-ray.
watch anything
But
that
they're
has like
not
violence.
excited
in it.
about
Don't
this
show
either.
your kids Indiana Jones.
Yeah, show them
Yeah,
BBS next
show
after
them.
that.
Why?
Yeah,
we grew up
PBS.
on Indiana Jones.
That's
What
how
is
you
it
get
called?
them to
My
eat their
son?
greens. You say,
I
you know,
watched it as a
look at the
kid.
Temple of Doom.
You wanna
I
scar
watched
your
You don't eat
kids?
your greens.
Dude, they
You're gonna end
incorporated
up
it into the Muppet
in
Babies,
India.
man.
Dude, I used to watch Indiana Jones when I was like 3 or 4.
You
I don't
remember
know.
the
I
Muppet
was a
Babies?
child watching. Oh,
That
yes, Muppet
explains.
Babies.
That explains a
Oh,
lot.
hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I know. RoboCop, Rambo, Commando. I used
RoboCop,
to watch
dude.
all those.
That movie was R-rated. We watched RoboCop as kids, dude. They had
Yeah.
toys. They had toys and a cartoon.
Yeah,
Yes.
two cartoons. There were two
Yeah.
cartoons.
Yeah, there was 2
RoboCop
cartoons.
was oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They really embraced that.
But these days,
RoboCop was dope.
I wouldn't let my
Teenage
kids
Mutant
watch
Ninja
RoboCop.
Turtles.
You know how violent that movie is, and I loved it. I used to watch Total Recall, all that shit. Oh, sorry, Max.
All the Freddy Krueger
We
movies.
need to bring the men back. That's what we need to watch. We need to watch RoboCop, Rambo, all that stuff. Yeah.
In the
I agree.
'80s, we were like we were in the.
Aliens.
I was in the 4th, 5th, 6th grade. We were sitting around in the courtyard, schoolyard, talking about Freddy Krueger. Yeah, we were obsessed with Freddy Krueger. You know,
Back in my day, right? Back
With your
in
Dawkins
my,
t-shirt.
you know, young.
But even
days.
then, like kid movies, like Monster Squad, like you made the
A
movie now,
Monster Squad. I
it'd be
remember that.
totally different nowadays than it was then. You know,
Yeah, it is.
It's an entirely different kind of movie. Great movie, by the way.
Like
Back
Gremlins
in the day, I used to
The
watch Total
Gremlins.
Recall on VHS.
Gremlins 3 is overdue.
But they have it on
Oh, yeah,
HBO.
we
They have it shown on
Gremlins 3.
HBO.
yeah. From what I hear, the animated series on Max is a test to see if there's.
Oh, the secret.
Oh, that's not a
Why?
good test then, because it doesn't.
not
look
a good
very
test if it's-
interesting.
Wow,
Yeah,
Larry,
that's
that's a baller move. T2 in theaters when you were 8.
I saw T2 in theaters. I was in.
I saw
What
T2
year
in
did it come
theaters
out?
as
'Cause
well.
that's the year
I was in
did.
sixth
I went
grade.
to
1991.
Yeah, I was in
Okay.
6th grade at the time.
91,
My parents
92.
wouldn't even let me
I
see.
was 9.
They
My
wouldn't let me
parents
see.
took me to T2.
They wouldn't let me
Second
see
grade,
Batman.
3rd grade, 4th grade, something.
I saw Batman at the.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
And then,
so
and then by the time Batman
Batman-
Returns came out, they let me see it.
Batman '89 was the first film.
The
that I
one
saw
that,
that
that
was
parents
like
were concerned
blockbuster.
about.
Batman Returns and Days of Thunder are 2 of the first movies I ever remember watching.
Days
as a
of
kid.
Thunder was a good one.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That movie was awesome.
Look at this box office. Ugh.
That looks like the Flash.
And then the 1991 Ninja Turtles movie.
The Flash is an older actor with Michael Keaton and looks more exciting than Indiana Jones in the bat suit. You know,
Flash is excellent.
I mean, the thing
Flash
is,
is
when
absolutely
Indiana Jones is, it's coming out.
Oh,
the
Bruce
end of
first
this
says he is going to see Indiana Jones.
They
Okay.
are.
Oh, there you
people are like just roasting the Flash. I mean, I'm gonna see it. We're gonna go see it.
No
this
spoilers.
weekend.
No spoilers because people
No,
get
no,
real
no.
upset
But what
here.
I'm saying
Yeah.
is, it's
The
ridiculous
Flash turns out
how
to be
many
Barry
fans are posting scenes and clips and just in spite
Yeah, a
of
lot
the
of
movie.
lot of douchebag moves.
Yeah,
out
you're just
there.
like, what are you doing right now? And a lot of them are like, oh, look what they've done to the characters. This is that. But it's like, I'm sorry, but as much of a fan of Zack Snyder as I am, if that was the other way around and they were posting scenes from Zack's movies, these same people will be flipping out, talking
No, I
shit.
agree with
and
that.
so it's just it's a
see,
double
the same
standard.
energy.
It's
Keep
a
the same
double
energy.
standard, and
Yeah.
so that part of it I don't like. I'm like, dude, you guys, what are you doing?
Again, it's the crybabyfication. It's
And
like
the thing is, it's Twitter. They spoil No Way Home. They spoil.
No,
Whatever.
John can't be a spoiled.
Well,
no
it's-
way home.
it's-
John's
yeah,
campaign,
but
and
it's
you know,
it's sort of that
everything, bro.
little
Yeah,
fleet of
but
power
at the
that
end
you
of the
have
day-
if you have these images or like a short video clip of it or whatever.
Well, I
and
mean,
you post
they
it.
did take his privilege away from going every premiere ever. So,
Well, that's
Well,
good, 'cause
the thing
maybe
is
it
that
sucks.
most of the scenes that they posted, I've already known about. But now I'm seeing it, so I'm like, well, I guess that's true. Well, I guess that was true. It's like, okay, well, there's not much of the movie that I haven't seen yet, and I haven't even gone to go see it yet. It's just,
only scene that I've seen from a huge backlash, I'm not gonna say it, is a certain Superman guy. Other than that, then, like, okay, you
Now,
know.
I saw the movie last week, but I read an article that said there are surprises that nobody is going to see until June 16th. So I think there's more
think by
surprises to
now-
come. That
Well, actually, fun fact, Crazy Joe, it's actually coming out on Thursday.
yeah, I
So-
know.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see if there's.
But the Thursday
Are-
cut is completely different from the Friday cut.
yeah, yeah.
I got
many
tickets for
customers
both
both
days, so it doesn't matter. I got tickets for Thursday and Friday.
I mean,
Wow.
Crazy Joe, you saw it. Would you
Yeah.
say it's worth seeing in theaters?
Oh my
He's-
God,
He
absolutely.
says that for everything.
Absolutely.
I know. So are.
Well, there's no yeah.
That doesn't
If
give
you're
me a lot
gonna
of
if you're
confidence,
gonna
to be
watch a
honest.
movie, there's no better way to watch it than in the theater.
Even a
That's
bad
just-
movie. Even a bad
Is
movie.
there a
Good
movie that
movie,
you
Oh
bad
no,
movie,
no,
doesn't
no! When I
matter.
went to the
Wait,
movies and
wait.
saw fucking Lake Placid, I wanted to fucking leave. I was like,
Okay,
this
wait.
is
Well, let me ask
horrible.
Crazy Joe.
I'm
Crazy
not
Joe,
seeing the
That was
blackening
good
in
too,
theaters.
just like
I'm not
Crawl.
seeing the
Oh,
blackening
God.
in theaters.
Crazy Joe, is there a film out there that you would say I would never see this in the theater ever?
If it's a movie I want to see it in the theater.
Okay.
And if I don't want to see it in the theater, I don't want to see it at home either.
Okay.
Like for example,
All or nothing.
you mentioned walking out of something.
Only a
Which-
Sith deals in absolutes.
What'd you say you walked out of? I don't remember. Whatever movie you said you walked out of. I walked out
Lake
of
Placid.
Lake Placid. I walked out of Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets.
Oh, that's a rough movie.
Shit movie. I walked out. I'm
haven't
like,
seen
this
it.
is garbage. But I wouldn't watch it at home either. It's not like it's going to be better on my
Clue
TV.
was
It's
amazing,
Not
yeah.
a good movie.
Yeah,
I watched that. I watched it at home and I was like ready to turn it off. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I walked out of Dunkirk. That was no.
What?
See, I actually like Dunkirk. I think
I
it's a great
hated it.
movie.
Hated it.
I don't think you understood
Dunkirk.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just kidding with you. No, I liked it. I thought it was really good. It's all
Okay.
about survival.
You know what movie I like?
Great.
Fury.
Can there be good character development? Can there be any character development? There's none. There's none. You can't tell me
Damn.
one person's
I
name.
mean, Tenet is the worst Nolan movie.
Oh, 10 is terrible too. Yes.
Oh wow.
I'm
Tenet
out
was
of the Nolan
interesting, but
business.
not, it's
I'm
not,
not
it
going
wasn't
back to-
rewatchable.
I'm not going to any more
I
Nolan
highly
movies.
doubt Oppenheimer's going to be that good too. bro.
I'm sorry,
I
but
don't have
the
high
thing
hopes
is
for
about
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer is like, okay, you're competing against Mission Impossible, you're competing against Barbie.
Barbie.
Like, come on, like you cannot.
I am not. That's one I will not see in theaters. Is Barbie. Won't see it in theaters.
They didn't even have the theme song.
I doubt I'll even see it on the small
Like,
screen.
how you make a Barbie?
I'm seeing Barbie.
How are you gonna make a Barbie movie? And
How you gonna make a
song?
How you gonna make a Barbie movie without the theme song?
That's not even
Like, come
that's
on.
not even their song. That's
I know.
a song that somebody made up.
There's a popular song in the late 90s.
There's the popular song.
I bet you it's in the movie somewhere. It has
sure
to be.
It's got to be on somebody's fucking
Well, it's in
radio.
the trailer.
Yeah,
background or
like
some
they'll be in the
shit.
car and somebody will drive by
Yeah.
playing that shit.
Probably somebody will play it. Yeah, that's true.
I'm a
Yeah, somebody
Barbie
will play it.
girl.
That movie looks hilarious.
Well, we have
Nice.
Come on, Max, keep it going.
Yeah, come on, top of the hour.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
just-
movies that I
honestly,
like, Anthony.
I hate the theaters, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I freaking hate them. Like I do not enjoy them.
I have a
You just don't like the sticky seats.
Dude, not the sticky seats,
did
but
floors.
at least, okay. If you're gonna call yourself a luxury IMAX, get your seats upholstered every once in a while, please. And thank
He
you.
got a horrible seat. I don't know why you didn't move.
See, there's nowhere I'd rather
He
be
paid
than
for
in a
it.
movie theater.
Assigned seating, good sir.
But was
I
it
paid
full?
$18 for that shitty seat.
Yeah,
No,
but was it-
I could have moved, but you know what I did? I sat there and I took it and I just stewed on it the entire movie. and I
Respect
thought to
yourself
myself,
more, Brian.
No,
You're-
I wanted to come home and bitch about it because I was that mad.
That part is annoying. I went and saw Zack Snyder's Justice League in the IMAX
No,
for
upkeep your
Full
piece of
Circle,
shit theater.
and my left foot was constantly stuck to the ground.
That
Like,
was a movie.
sticky shit on the
Takes 2 seconds to acknowledge a customer by cleaning your floors, sir. That's all it does. You know what I mean?
Well, the worst part about it was that
It's not an adult theater. Have some.
there
respect
wasn't
for
a
yourself.
showing
Oh,
before
yuck.
that showing. So like they opened that theater just for that showing, and then
Not
afterwards
wrong.
they played Mario. So that means that nobody cleaned that walkway when by the time I got there, and my foot was all sticky the entire
Yeah,
time.
all that fanboy tears. Jesus, man. I'm kidding.
Got all fanboy tears.
Had to clean it off the floor. Some bastards like.
I will remember you.
See, it sounds like there's some really shitty theaters out there. I gotta say, I love my theater.
Well, you are very lucky, good sir, to have a nice local theater that cares about you and pampers your sweet behind when you sit on the seat.
It looks like
My
like
theater
fun.
is like, yeah, seats in the back, seat 27.
Yeah, my
Go
theater
ahead,
looks
sit
like
down, the
looks like
movie's about to
fun when
start.
you walk in.
You
Looks
gotta
like
buy
just
your
entered
tickets
the,
at the
gaming
concession
grid.
stand, which is so annoying. I'm like,
Oh,
dude,
and they look at you like, oh, just scan your card over with the phone, okay?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you were in
Like, what the
California.
hell?
Why are they all of a sudden
I
New
had
York
I had some
accents?
stupid accent. I'm in Nevada.
he's in Nevada.
Oh, really?
Um,
okay.
But anyways,
On the border.
Reno's about 3 hours away from San. So
Yeah.
anyways, I got sidetracked. But no, dude, in the concessions, don't get me started on that. But the only good thing they have there is they sell booze at 11 o'clock in the morning.
I thought you said boobs.
They sell boobs. They sell boobs at 11 in the morning.
Well, there's the problem.
Like,
You're at the
what- I don't
strip
see a
club.
problem
You're
with
not
the
at the.
theater.
You're not at
In
the movie
Reno, you
theater.
can get a lap dance.
No, my point is though is
I'll
that
take
they do
some
not
milk.
they do not upkeep their main attraction, which is their IMAX theater, because the seats are out of date. They're old. They're not reclining. They don't do anything. They're kind of like the ones over. I don't know if they've updated the ones in Sacramento, but it's been a few years. But yeah, no, the theater was not very. good.
I always hear about theaters with sticky floors.
I saw
I've never
the last
experienced
movie
that.
I
guess
saw
people
down there
are
was
like,
Skyfall.
You
I
want
guess
to
people are like,
experience that?
no,
Dude.
I've never experienced that, but I keep hearing about it. I guess somebody's like whacking off in the movies or something.
No, soda is sticky. What is wrong with you people?
Yeah,
Are you
I had
talking about jizz?
Pull your head out of your ass.
I had to
Oh my
clean
God.
theater. I had to clean theater floor. Like it's butter.
You
Have
clean
you
the
ever had to
jizz?
clean Coca-Cola off the floor?
Yeah, I used to work in a
Coca-Cola.
movie theater where I
Oh,
had to,
exactly.
I had to clean.
He's
yeah.
like, when I
Fast
go to
food
theaters,
restaurant.
I clean the floor.
I clean the floors. That's the
He's
first
like,
thing I do.
I bring a
before the
Swiffer.
previews come on.
No,
When
but
a
he's
problem
just trying
comes
to
along, you must swift
I
it.
bring a mop.
You guys,
Even
you
though-
guys are
even
taking,
though-
you
even
guys
though-
are, you're
even though
taking
I-
it stupid YouTube direction by saying, oh, it's adult fluid. No, it's called fucking
Even
soda.
though I did have some
That
bad
falls on the
experiences with
floor.
adult fluid. In
Are you sure? Did you get
Wait.
down and examine it?
What was
Talking
that?
about the jizz?
No?
He's off.
when I was working at a
Tasting
movie
it,
theater,
Trying to
I
get the
did-
gist of it.
I had
I got the
there were
gist
some
of it.
bad experiences with adult fluids in movie theaters. I'm just gonna leave it there. It,
Oh my
it does
God.
happen. It does.
What kind of theater do you work at?
Wow.
It
It was an IMAX.
It was a
It
piece
was
of
an
shit.
IMAX for adults.
It's a piece of shit. Since I don't work there anymore, it's a
I
Regal.
don't know, but we sent Bryden right
It was
after.
it was a Regal theater. I'm just gonna say that right
Regal.
now.
Oh, Regal.
Yeah, it was
That's why
garbage.
they're not.
That's
in
what I have
business
here in
anymore.
town. I have
Regal's
a
still in
Regal.
business.
No,
My
yeah,
local
they-
theaters
they
are
bought
Regal.
out. They
Yeah.
bought out the
Yeah.
theater that was here.
Yeah, my local theaters are Regal. The Regal Warrington.
I'm sure there's some nice Regal theaters. The one I was
West
at was
Coast
a piece of
is a little
shit.
bit different in certain regions.
I've
What
some
else is there,
topics.
Max?
What's that?
What else is there, Max?
I'm sorry. I just
I
had
have
some
lots
really horrible experiences. That's why I'm like, I'm not.
No,
like,
honestly,
A1
I appreciate.
Don't go with
theater
Brian
all the
anywhere.
way,
It'll be a
like-
shitty experience.
I did have a bad experience in a movie theater in 1988. My
Oh,
parents,
good Lord.
my
Wow, that
parents
long
took
ago.
me. Yeah, my parents took me to see Scrooge.
Superman: The Quest for Peace.
No, it was Scrooge. Bill Murray, the Bill Murray movie Scrooge.
Hey, that
And
movie's
Great movie.
epic.
That's a great
somebody
movie.
that movie.
threw a beer bottle, and a beer bottle whizzed by my head. I was probably in like the 5th grade or something at the time, but I didn't get hit.
It didn't hit you.
No, it
I
didn't
remember
hit me.
dudes drinking beers at First Contact, like the weekend it came out. Star Trek. First
Star
Contact.
Trek.
I remember going to see.
The only movie I saw opening weekend, really. Like,
I remember
was
going-
hyped for.
I remember going to see the Crocodile Hunter movie drunk. That was a fun time.
I saw it at the Regal Cinedomes in Sacramento, and it's closed down now.
The Crocodile Hunter movie.
No.
Jerry, did anyone here see the
What?
Crocodile Hunter movie?
There was
such
a
great-
movie. There was a
Not in
movie.
the theater. Not in
Oh
the
man,
theater.
no! It was a theatrical film. It's the funniest movie because the premise of the movie is that he's supposed to be shooting an episode of his TV show, so he keeps talking to the camera and showing you things just like he would do on his TV show. Because the story of the movie is he's shooting his TV show, but an alligator or a crocodile swallowed a spy satellite. So these spies are trying to get the satellite that's inside the crocodile, and Steve Irwin thinks they're poachers, so he's trying to stop them. So the spies keep spying on Steve Irwin, who's filming his TV show. But when they do the long shots of them spying on him, there's no camera crew. So therefore, he just looks like a crazy jackwagon who talks to himself the whole time. Because nobody's filming him.
You know, I saw Crocodile Dundee in theaters.
Yeah, Crocodile Dundee. I saw
Yeah.
it in the theater too. That was a good one. I thought he died at the end of part 2. I was like, holy shit.
No, they made a 3rd one.
I never saw the 3rd one.
They kind of made a 4th one too.
Kinda.
Yeah, it's sort of set in the real world, but it's called like the Honorable Mr. Dundee or something. It's
What?
really bad. It's Paul Hogan playing Paul Hogan, trying to avoid making a 4th Crocodile Dundee movie.
Okay,
For
so what
rights
are
issues.
the projections
There's
for
the
Flash?
worst Avatar character.
75 million. It's projections.
That's pretty
That's
rough.
that's more than Black Adam.
That's
Yeah.
not saying much.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I didn't
Black
say that much
Adam
on
didn't
it.
have Batman in a good portion of the movie.
Two
Look,
Batman.
this is the best movie since The Dark Knight.
That sounded like
Oh,
an
here we
excuse
go.
to me, but all right, whatever, man.
No.
Like, I'm
No, yeah, it
sure it's
was.
a good
But all right,
movie. I
go
mean,
ahead.
like it looks the trailer. It looks like a good movie.
It's the second best DCEU movie after Shazam.
The Flash is a higher profile character than Black Adam as well. He is.
Ah,
He is.
I hear
It's
some
truth.
dumb stuff sometimes.
It's truth.
Keep talking. I wasn't interrupting.
Even Crazy Joe admits
Anything?
Black Adam should have never been that high expectation should have never been on that character.
Yeah, that never made any sense.
Yeah, it didn't
It's a
make
character nobody
So,
ever heard of. Well, I mean, like we know him, but the average person.
I am
Right,
thinking that this movie will have a good, like the second weekend drop off will not be bad though.
Well, the
I think
thing
it's gonna have
is,
legs.
you also gotta remember that Indiana Jones coming out at the end of the month. It might hurt the box office.
It's not
as
going to
well,
hurt
as
anything.
well.
It's going
It's
to hurt
gonna,
its numbers.
it's gonna have fantastic word of mouth. That's the one thing it's gonna have is
Well,
fantastic word of mouth.
Here's the
But I
difference
do
between The
think-
Flash and Indiana Jones is that you have an older demographic that will say, "Hey, let's go to the movies. What's playing? Indiana Jones and The Flash. Indiana Jones." And they're going to go see that because they're familiar with that character and they want to see the continuation of that story, right? When it comes to
Yeah.
Flash, if my parents wanted to go see a movie and The Flash was there, they'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
Sorry, Max.
I don't know about that. I think the older generation's going to go for Michael Keaton. It's
Well,
sort of
that-
your unofficial Batman 3 with Michael Keaton.
Well, there is that aspect, yes, but
No,
Indiana Jones.
My
sells
mother didn't
itself
even know
with
that
the
there was
name,
a
you know
Flash
what I mean?
movie that was being made. So, yeah, she had no
I'm
idea.
just saying.
I think my
Also,
mom-
But she knows
they
about
hoping-
Indiana Jones.
They
It's a
hoping
tone.
they hoping the Flash movie could make 750 million, like the Batman, to get a sequel. That is, I don't know about that. Like,
First of all, you cannot make a sequel because Ezra Miller should not be continuing as the Flash after this movie.
Well, you can still make a sequel.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
that's
you,
just
you
like
don't, you don't
your
need Ezra to
opinion,
make you don't need Ezra to make a sequel. You just recast the part.
I don't know about that.
Andy confirmed he will not recast.
Well, Ryan, you should get your mother to watch Four Nerds, so then she would know about the Flash.
Oh,
she
shots
has better
fired.
things to do, unfortunately.
I think we will see a sequel to the Flash, but there's no way Ezra's going to be.
But it did say if the
I don't
sequel
think you're gonna
happens-
get a sequel to the Flash because it's not even a Flash movie. It's just a
here we go.
Sort of a Justice League movie with the Flash
that's not
label
that's
on
not
it.
true. I saw the movie. It's
Yeah, he
definitely
saw
a
it. Crazy
Flash
Joe
movie.
saw it.
It's
right?
but it's not a it's just not a Flash.
you don't know
film.
shit.
It's Flash's story. It's Flash's story.
Okay, so Reverse Flash
Flashes
is
in
in
the
it.
movie.
Good. Thanks for the confirmation. Because if it doesn't have Reverse Flash, it's not really a Flash film. Because you need the reverse.
Wait a minute, wait,
Hold on,
You,
hold on.
you cannot have the Flash without the Reverse Flash.
Flash has
Okay.
the second biggest rogues gallery of any superhero after Batman. I
Yeah, he
mean,
does.
there's Captain Cold, there's the Mirror Master, there's Abracadabra.
Right, but you
there's-
don't have the Flash. They are a time loop.
I'm sorry,
They
that
need
statement
each
makes
other. They're
no
the
sense.
yin yang. Yes, you have a great rogues gallery, and that's fantastic for the Flash. Like you like you said, you got Captain Cold. You've got what's the fucking Twister guy? The
Weather
top.
Wizard.
I mean,
Yeah,
you've
Weather
got
Wizard.
other characters, Mirror Master. Good characters, but again, if you don't have Reverse Flash, you don't really have the Flash 100%.
I don't agree
No,
with that
no,
even
no,
a little
no,
bit.
No, dude, you got to have that.
I
shit.
don't even think he's the best Flash villain.
That is such an ignorant statement. Like that's just
No, dude.
That's like
It-
saying
it
if you don't
doesn't
have
make any
Joker, you
sense.
don't have Batman. Like,
I mean, he killed Flash's mom, dude, which caused his dad to go to jail, which caused him to get into to CSI, which caused him to get electrocuted and get the Flash powers, and that inspired Eobard, years later, and then and made him obsessed and actually helped him to create himself. So that you can't have one without the other.
I think you can.
I don't care that they made a movie. I don't give a shit.
I would
but
prefer
what I'm saying
I
is
would have
like
preferred they
it's
stuck
not-
with to go along with you, Ryan. I would have preferred if they would have stuck to the villain that actually killed Flash's mother. I would.
Flash never appeared
But
in
if you
this
think,
series.
but if you think about Batman too, like the Batman movies have gone back and forth of who actually killed Bruce's parents.
Listen,
too,
I get it.
Okay, so Tim Burton actually kind of ruined that with the making him the Joker or some shit. And that was the only thing. Every other thing has been Joe Chill.
Something that you think is gonna
Yeah. Well, that's a good segue to an Ezra Miller interview.
Are you reeling in the years?
Oh boy.
Stowing away the time. Oh, sorry.
What the heck are we looking at?
This is Ezra Miller.
I know this is like psychedelic.
Oh, dude, I was like, that kind of looked like
It's
Michael
all- it's
Jackson there
only-
for a minute.
it's-
I was like, I'm gonna take a stand.
It's only
for
2 minutes.
my life.
They better not cast him for that Michael Jackson biopic. I'm just saying.
Ezra?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a joke. It's a
Gonna
joke.
be real good.
All right. Sorry to interrupt the beautiful
I'm gonna
concert
be
Ryan's
honest.
putting on, but
Ezra looks good and
Sorry, that's good
healthy
stuff,
here.
man.
yeah, I'm
Man
happy.
in the mirror.
All right, let's see what he. Let's
I'm
see
asking
what
him to change his
let's
ways.
see what they have to say. They. Okay. Hold on.
I don't think a message has
A
been
huge
clear.
honor and
Nope.
a big delight, and
If
it's
you wanna
extremely
make a
exciting.
world
It's a beautiful moment for me. It's really wonderful to see everybody and have a moment to celebrate this movie that, as you say, has been sort of a journey. Besides his speed, probably his
That's great. Ezra's. This is a lot better than the fandom presentation. Remember the fandom presentation when they had a choker on? It was just very odd. Nothing wrong with that. It just seems Ezra seems more put together here, so I'm very happy.
Yeah,
I have confidence that they could use Ezra in the future. But let's see what else Ezra has to say here.
altruism and his moral compass, his willingness to sacrifice, and some of the key details of a hero. I think he embodies them, really fully. Yeah, I think it's their life experience, right? Their experience base has made them sort of define differently. They've processed things differently, and I think they have a different outlook. So you have one Barry who is seasoned and who's been through a
Are,
lot.
are you guys happy that Ezra's doing this? Because there was a lot people that thought that Ezra wasn't
I'll
going
say this: people got like John Campbell said he's not doing no premieres.
his movie, you
interviews.
know?
Like, of course he's gonna do interviews for the like. Come on.
Well, a lot
Yeah.
thought that the situation was where you don't even have Ezra promoted at all. But I'm glad at the last moment for the premiere, Ezra makes.
I'm good that he's doing great and he looks good.
Has anyone ever heard of the moviereport.com though?
No.
Like, I'm wondering if this is some source that they vetted, because like Campia kept saying, the first question any reporter is going to ask is about what happened last summer in Hawaii. So
They're
like,
not
I'm
gonna do that on
wondering,
the red carpet. Then.
well,
They're not gonna. They
if they're a
block those
reporter,
questions.
they would.
They're gonna block those questions.
I mean, this is the only interview I've seen him do, and I got to wonder if this is a source that Warner Brothers like heavily.
Oh,
vetted.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah. All right, let's see what else Ezra has to say here.
A lot of heartache and a lot of pain. And you have another Barry who never really had to go through that stuff, who's had sort of all of the privilege of kind of a cushy life. And so the way they've developed is fundamentally different, you know, and that was really interesting as something to
I like
explore and find, you know, between the two of them. And with my other Barrys who are here tonight, a couple of them are here, Sean Rogers and Ed Wade, and people who I cultivated this bizarre working relationship with, where we were in sort of constant mirroring, reflective work to choreograph and sort of inform each other's performances. I'm really grateful to them, and it's really nice to have them here. Well, besides
this is good.
Being one of the most glorious, beautiful, wonderful people I've ever been privileged enough
Andy?
to know. I think Andy is such a detailed, creative mind. I think he's perfect for this genre because he's such a visual artist. Similar to Zack Snyder, who brought me into this.
That triggered a lot of people.
Oh my God,
Yeah, a lot of people are happy. He just shouted out Zach. All right.
That's not
we
cool
don't know
to trash. That's
What
not
you-
cool to trash Andy Muschietti like that.
You think he wasn't going to mention Zach?
Compared him to Zach.
Why?
No,
What the
no.
fuck is wrong with
So
you?
what?
He's talking
Peaceful
about how
world.
they.
Andy is
he's talking-
another director like that who's almost like a comic book visionary. He has his own really detailed, really sophisticated approach. Honestly, he's one of those directors who can have a lot of remembrance of scope, like a big story and
what's
big
got the
effects
ring
and a big
flashing.
world, but who can also remember and be really focused on the details, like the little things.
You know, I think this.
Okay, no one cares about Ben Affleck. No, I'm just kidding. Do we don't want to go through each
I mean, that
interview
is
now?
true. They
Yeah, I
both-
want to go through Ben Affleck for sure.
Oh, it's the long one.
It's a long one.
That's a long.
That's a long one. Yeah. It was, I think the show. I think the.
Just send to Lady the link.
Does
He-
anybody
he can
have
watch
a
it
damn
after the show.
article that they've already broken this down on?
The problem with Ben Affleck is that he
Well-
likes to screw women in an uncomfortable place, like the.
Oh my God!
Oh my.
What?
God.
What?
You're seeing Mallrats.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
I was like, what the heck?
Brian, the good jokes are lost on him.
I was like, thought you brought up some controversial stuff. I don't know.
What the heck?
If
Oh,
nobody
from
on
Mallrats.
this panel would have got that, oh my God!
I'm sorry.
I haven't
man.
watched Mallrats in a long time. I couldn't remember.
It was like the only joke in the whole damn movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, I was gonna getting back to Ezra. What do you think of Ezra's
Well,
appearance
that's a
there?
sailboat.
Seemed put together, answering a lot about the movie. Seemed positive. I'm happy. What do you think, Nicotina?
No, it was good to see him on the red carpet, promoting the movie and being talked to like a regular human being and not
It was
being berated.
And it was a nice moment to bring everyone
well, yeah,
together to talk about it.
It was just nice to see him out there and just be like, hey, look, there he is. Like, man, the guy we haven't seen in forever is out there promoting his movie and where he should be. That was really cool.
Yeah, and being positive on both directors is a good thing, I think. Not throwing shade in any direction, just being positive. Not shade like Crazy Joe.
I'm not going to say what it was, but I made a comment on Twitter earlier today, and I immediately
that was the first mistake.
I immediately got a message from a person we're acquainted with who just said, throwing some shade there. I'm like,
I know exactly who I know exactly who it was because I know that person that loves to throw shade themselves, and they slide into DMs,
Yeah.
and they have a certain theater that's $3.
Yeah.
I know exactly. I know exactly because they
But-
love.
but he was right, I was.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Okay. So, DL, Ryan, did you appreciate Anthony Talati? I like hearing. As much as people think I'm extremely biased, I'm not. I like it when someone's positive on all angles of the fandom. I think it helps. I say Muschietti has the most.
I mean,
the
he's
most
not an
path to
Italian
success.
dish. I'm sure his name's pronounced a different way.
Is a Muschietti.
I was saying
Muschietti.
I was
Put some
saying
Parmesan on top of it.
Would you like a
I
meatball?
was saying Muschietti, and then people corrected me saying it's
When?
Muschietti.
Oh,
Muschietti.
Yeah.
Whatever. Muschietti, Godot.
I'm just saying the way Max pronounces it's funny. Okay.
I
It's funny to me.
like the way Ezra presented themselves in this interview, positive and talking great about all the directors. We need more positivity all around. That's what I'm saying. I like that he gave that they gave a shout out to Zach and Andy. That was great. Okay, no one else. Okay.
It was nice. I mean, pretty much before today, the only people who've been talking about the Flash has been Sasha Kaye and I think that's it. As far as like interviewing the cast, I think she's the only one that's been like really vocal. They took her, showed her, figure, her, Barbie doll, whatever. Cool. For him to come out and talk about the movie, I'm sure that they were like, this day is coming. We need to like prep him. We need to, give him his talking points and help him out. And he's an actor, so he's out there, he's doing his thing. So, I think that, hey, he's still getting help or whatever, and that's good. He looked healthy, so good on him.
Yeah, I mean, even though I don't agree with what Crazy Joe says all the time, I think he has a point, though, that that's the only interview that I've seen, and they didn't ask him about his struggles whatsoever. You would have thought they'd have been like, hey, they would have asked him that right off the bat, or at least at the end of it.
Uncouth, though, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that there was like, okay, these questions are off the table, and you can't go down that road.
And if you ask that
and
question,
if you
we'll
do,
shoot you on
you're
sight.
not going to have any more interviews after this.
Well, they're not. If you do, they won't allow you to show that footage of him answering that question.
Oh, right. Also, they would have signed, some sort of
I'm sure you'd sign
agreement.
some kind of kind of something or other to stand on that thing and said, "Here's a list of studio approved questions. Knock yourself out."
Do you like the Flash?
Yeah, right. What do you think of the director? Because that's about what they answered. So.
Would you ever work with this director again?
To be fair, this is someone that has pretty publicly had mental issues, so you want to treat them differently for now.
Not necessarily side skirted, but it doesn't necessarily need to be brought up either.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's not the topic of conversation. It's not why they're there. They're there for the Flash. So ask questions about the Flash and move on. If you want to ask him about or ask them about it later, do it later.
Yeah.
This isn't the time or the place.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion, and
I
disagree
agree.
if you want. But
No, I agree.
it is what it is.
That was like one of the reasons why they were apprehensive to bring them on red carpets, because like they were worried about them asking about all the stuff that he's done when it should be focused on the movie. So I'm glad at least Ezra presented himself respectfully and professionally at that aspect. So good on him. And
That's the best thing you could have asked for, honestly. It helps the movie. It helps everybody.
Exactly.
Because nobody needs to dance on the grave of this movie.
Like, no.
If there is a grave, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's already having a hard time as it is, So.
Yeah.
Well, I really think that I honestly think that the second weekend is going to be pretty solid.
I mean, look, Ryan's going to California to watch this damn movie.
I have to make that. I have to make the trek.
We're also in a
Are you
weird
stopping in
state.
Nevada or no? Are you just flying?
No, I'm going to Vegas.
Yes, he'll be in Nevada.
Okay, Vegas. Gotcha. Sorry. You're at the other end of Vegas. Or
Yeah,
the other
he's
end
at
of
the
Nevada.
ass end.
Yeah.
I'm up towards the the better part where Tahoe is.
We're also like in a weird state though, where every movie's opening low, like with a couple of exceptions. Like Spider-Man does well, Mario
Because
does well.
theaters just aren't as
but
good as they used to be, man.
I don't know about
movies
that.
are
but
not having a problem.
The magic is gone.
Above average movies are not having a problem.
That's not true.
Have you ever heard that
Also,
song
excuses.
"After the Thrill Is Gone" by the Eagles? 'Cause
I'm
that's
not
the
calling
song
them
right now.
dumpster fires, Joe, but I think some of these movies are not above average.
Yep, no,
I think these
all
movies
the
are.
movies that are above average are like The Little Mermaid.
I feel like
so
I'm
hot.
That's underperforming. That's underperforming.
Yeah, that's
Well, first
underperforming.
off- first
Fast
off,
X,
dude-
which I'm not a fast guy, but those
Okay,
movies
dude,
usually do fairly
dude,
well.
Let Brian go. Let Brian go.
I'm going to ask you a question, Joe. Just answer me the number. How many movies do you watch in a month?
2.
I don't know. A lot.
Okay, so right there is already more than I've watched in the last 5 years. You understand it takes a lot to get my ass out to watch a movie, and I talk about movies all the time.
See, I try to go to the movies at least once a week.
He doesn't
I
give a
leave the
shit.
movies
Theater
three
experience.
times.
I
this
hate
week.
how expensive it is. I hate how you sit there and God, it's fucking horrible, dude. You get there early, and all you got to do is sit there and watch the local advertising. It's like, hey, dumb.
And then like
I think that's part of the
horrible
experience.
Coke commercials.
40 minutes
are
of
so bad.
advertisements.
If
I
it's a
love
Regal
commercials.
theater, you get
If you need a lawyer, call 888-8888.
See, I like watching.
I tried that
the
number.
trivia and
DUIs.
everything. Was it the Nuvi?
I just
Nuvi. That's what it is at Regal.
Yeah.
It's Nuvi.
You're there for the movie stuff. It's the same thing for every
Oh yeah,
showing.
that's just horrible.
No, they changed that up.
Okay.
My daughter, my daughter
used
could
to
do
hate that
the
trivia shit.
My daughter knows the Regal, the movie quotes thing by heart now.
Until I come out with a Star Trek holodeck, I am cool. Okay.
Ha ha ha.
See, I think the theatrical experience is just something magical. Like I was there three times this past weekend.
Yeah, but
But,
dude,
like,
you're
yeah,
from
here's
that
the-
generation, dude. You grew up with that shit.
Yeah, here's the thing, because it's like
I'm a millennial. No, it didn't
I
work
watch
that
my
way.
shit in hologram.
Hologram?
it's like well, okay. But like,
See, here's the thing. I'm a
But-
movie lover. I'm a movie lover.
No, and I get that, and I get that, and it
But-
shows.
but-
is what I'm trying to
but
say is it shows. Okay, when we talk about this stuff,
Yeah.
we get it, dude. You're a movie. That's cool, but like that's why a lot of other people are more discerning about what they spend their time and money on. Like me, dude, I can't afford to go to the movies.
yeah,
I couldn't afford to watch a movie every week.
I only watch movies in
Right.
8K.
That would break me, dude. I like no way.
See,
Unless
I guess
work
it
at
all
the
depends.
theater.
It all depends what's near you. But like, if the right chain is
It's
near you,
close to
never
me,
been.
dude. It's $20 for a matinee ticket, dude.
Well, yeah,
That's
that's what I'm
$20.
saying. It's like it really depends what theater's near you because the AMC, the Regal, the Marcus, with the it's frankly with the subscription with the A plus the movie unlimited, it's never been cheaper to see a movie.
Oh, so you
But I
you
don't
have the movie
I don't have a
pass.
club card. I don't have a club card, and
Yeah,
I don't go
I don't have
frequently
that.
enough to make that club
Yeah.
card work. Is what I'm trying to say. No, those club cards are great, but you have to go to the movies all the time. If you don't go to the movies all the time, they're worthless.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I don't
not
go to the movies all the
everybody-
time.
Yeah,
Like-
not everybody is like a constant moviegoer. Like, yes,
I'm not a
there are
connoisseur.
there are certain people that will. Right, there's certain people that will go to the
I'm not a
movies all the
connoisseur.
time, but like you also got to take into effect that the general there's like general movie going audiences, there's
Accurate.
casual movie going audiences, and like I feel like the reason why these movies aren't performing as well as they
Because
are
the
is
casuals
because
aren't going.
the casuals aren't going, and also
Yeah.
Crazy Joe is going.
there are
Yes,
He's not casual.
multiple times. But
Yeah, multiple.
Yeah, I just saw
also-
Guardians for the second time on Sunday. I went and
Nice.
saw Guardians the second
Oh
time.
my god.
That's cool. Not
3 times.
there's barely people that
boosting
go see it
boosting
more
the
than
box
once.
office single handedly.
I also buy tickets for movies I'm not going to, just to kind of help the box office.
What?
Are you
Wow, you were
fucking
too
kidding
nice.
me?
With your
That's
pass?
okay. That's
Studios
that's
don't even
acid.
do
Because it
that.
doesn't,
Sorry, that's
because
the
it doesn't
worst
cost
thing I've
doesn't
ever
cost
heard.
me a cent. So why not? Like I'll be
You use, like, your
leaving.
company card.
Oh yeah, no, I use the movie Regal Unlimited. I'll be leaving the theater.
Go
I'll
watch
see
a movie on me.
I'll see a movie, and then as I'm leaving, I'll buy a ticket for another movie, and I
You
still
pay
go
it
home.
forward.
But
you are an exception to the rule. You are like a small percentage of people that will do that.
And then the Disney movies, if you buy, it's great because if you buy tickets for the Disney,
and the profitability.
if you bring, no, because that's a Warner Brothers movie. You buy the Disney movies. You buy the Disney movies, then you get the reward points because the accounts are linked. So I got like thousands and thousands of reward points for Disney.
I got Mickey bucks.
So, yeah.
Also because movies
He's
are
got
Mickey
Jeffrey
bucks.
dollars.
Does that work for the booze?
These big movies being released week after week after week. I think that's another reason why it's
see,
cannibalizing each other. Like,
Yeah.
not everyone could be able to see all these big blockbusters every week because you also got to take into account not every movie theater is going to charge the same amount of ticket prices. Some are cheap, some are very expensive. Some people have families, some people have dates. They have to take all that into account, and then so now people are being pickier. That like we're not just going to go out and see a mediocre movie. Like if we're going to go see a movie, we got to make sure it's worth our money. So
But you don't know if it's mediocre until you see it.
But that's another thing where the reviews, to a certain extent, is important, especially.
Then I don't go. That's the whole point. That's like the whole
Okay,
point.
so-
if I'm
so-
cautious about a movie at all, I don't bother. I'll wait.
Well, look, wait,
Because-
hold on. Wait.
Okay.
So the purpose of a membership movie pass, yearly pass, whatever, annual, however you want to say it,
annual,
is that
Annual-
the
annual-
theater is
well, Hobbs
offering that
annual.
because the idea is that they want you to buy the pass and only goes, and most people will only go see a movie once or twice a month, maybe 3 times, and they've already made that money back over the year because they're banking on you not going. Crazy Joe is not only going too many times, but
It's
he's
like that
buying
season
tickets
pass
for
to
the movies.
Waterworld.
You are like so
You're hurting the
essentially
theater.
essentially
Crazy Joe is hurting
theater.
You're the
You're
reason
an
Movie Pass
anomaly.
went under the first time.
Do you know
You're
that?
like
I
Neo.
use the hell out of my movie pass.
Here's the
man.
thing: movie theaters
Like
make
this
their
guy
money.
knows the system.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, movie
cracked
You're
theaters.
an anomaly. You're an anomaly.
He's
Like, they
exploiting.
look at your account and they go, "God damn it! Why is he doing this?
Crazy.
Who's
that-
this crazy
that Joe is
Like
crazy.
Here's another thing: what you're doing is commendable. But however, movie theaters make their money from concessions, not movie tickets. So
Yeah,
that,
but
like, doesn't-
So I buy a lot of concessions. I buy popcorn every time
That's
I go.
another thing I can't
Wow.
afford, dude.
Holy shit!
But no,
I'm not
because if
gonna
you go
lie.
to the movies as much as I do, you get
I
points,
sneak-
and then
I
the
sneak candy.
concessions are much cheaper.
Much cheaper.
Wow,
yeah.
he follows the point system. He follows. No wonder you got you
Regal
got
Theaters
indoctrinated by
hates
the.
Crazy Joe.
You got indoctrinated by the.
Oh, no.
the pre-movie
No, they're-
ads.
I'm
If you
friends with the
buy
management.
popcorn,
I'm sorry, your
you get
membership has
points.
been revoked.
No, they
what
love
it
me
is,
over there. The manager knows me.
executives, the executives,
Yeah, of
I'm
course
sure
they
they
know
saw
you.
your
They're
account,
like,
and
this-
they'd be like,
he's got his
"Oh,
own
God."
This
seat.
guy's
He's like-
most wanted.
He's
He's
got
a
his own
VIP.
seat, dude. They're like,
VIP.
right
Hey,
this
guys,
way.
he's a person of
Yeah.
interest.
Good job, Crazy Joe. That's good. That's a good job. I don't want to. I think you can love movies and still not rush to the theater. I love movies too.
But the thing
but
is, a movie not in the theater is television.
I think, like Elaine Spongeworthy. I think the quality of movies has slid, where only some movies are theater worthy anymore.
Yes.
I've
Very
never
few
seen a
and
movie
far
that
between.
wasn't theater worthy.
That's because you watch every movie in the theater.
I'll be honest.
I get upset when I can't watch a movie in the theater.
The budgets of these
Like,
movies,
fuck
when
you,
they're close
Redbox.
to 200 million, there's no excuse for average product. I'm not saying they're dumpster
No,
fires.
you're not wrong, Max. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Like
There's
I
no-
saw.
there's-
Sorry, go ahead.
It better be damn good. If I'm gonna go, it better be damn
$200
good.
million dollar movie, and they can't get a good movie. No, that's
If
why.
you're asking me to spend
That's why I
$50
won't
out of my
support.
hard-earned
That's
check.
why I'm not supporting Indiana Jones unless I
Yeah.
hear amazing things coming from it. Unless Ryan says, you know what, Crawl still effing sucked, but Dial of Destiny is your destiny, Max.
It's like the pick of Destiny.
You better
man.
dial it in.
Yes.
Dial it in.
Yeah. But that's yeah. Thanks, ghostly visitor. Trying to follow the point system. That's smart to do. But I was an opening weekender all the time. Me and my wife, when we were dating, we saw all movies.
And then
opening
you get
weekend.
married, and that shit goes right
Yeah,
out
and
the
then you
window.
get
You're
married.
like,
and it's
No,
the-
she still loves.
unless
she
you're
still
Crazy
loves,
Joe. Then you
no,
go,
she still loves movies
every
too.
night.
We
My-
love
my
movies,
wife-
but
my
the,
wife has Regal Unlimited as well.
yeah, but the movies lately just like. She's even felt that she's like, this doesn't look great. Like, unless she really wants to go see a movie,
I feel like we're in a golden age. We're getting like so many good movies these days.
Like what?
I mean,
like Guardians 3's out right now.
Guardians
That's
3 was really good. Yes.
Although that is the weakest of the three, I will say that. But it's still good. Across the Spider-Verse is good. The Flash is coming out. That's really good. Little Mermaid.
Now the Flash,
is good.
the trail. I was not gonna go see the Flash. Brian knows until I saw the trailer. I was like, that did it for me. I'm gonna go see it now. I wasn't immediately gonna show up.
Too many games, so you can watch.
No, but I said I was gonna go see it ahead of that.
I'm not gonna. If I have to watch that movie by myself, I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay.
I mean, look at all the movies that came out in March. We had Scream, we had Creed, we had what was John Wick, we had Dungeons and Dragons. So it's like it's been a good year for movies.
Yeah,
so
we're getting some high quality shit these days.
Oh, it'll be great when it comes out on streaming. I will lap it up.
But
I
don't think some of these movies are theater worthy for me.
I'll say I saw Renfield,
and that doesn't mean I'm not a movie.
Oh yeah, okay, Renfield. That is definitely
I thought it was good, but I felt like I didn't need to see that in the theater. It was good, but I didn't need to see it in the theater.
And the next
I didn't really
one,
like
next
it,
one
but
that
I'm
he
glad
has
I saw
coming
it
out, where he's like the devil or some shit. It's like I don't care. They just released a trailer 2 days ago with it. Nicolas Cage doesn't look good. I'm sorry, he's oversaturated.
Yeah, and I don't feel like the industry is progressing any. They're with like the special effects. Like I used to really that's one of the angle I love with movies, and they're not really. They're just settling for really average CGI. Which really
I don't care about special effects.
I do.
To me, they're just like a tool to tell a story. I'm interested in the story.
No, I really care about special effects.
Can you use the tool well?
Look at this. Look at what Nicodemus. Look at classic Steven Spielberg. How much he planned this out.
Yeah, but look at Star Trek: The Original Series. Those special effects aren't great, and the stories are amazing.
But they went back years later and fixed them.
I would love to see a whole
animation to plan out his scenes. That's insane.
And this animatic looks better.
Yeah,
than a lot of the Marvel
problem
CGI
with a
we've been
lot
getting.
of stuff these days is the churn. Is getting it from pre-production to post-production to release. Is that they don't spend a lot of time. Like this. They don't spend a lot of time working out the kinks, working out the problems, working out the the editorial issues, story beat problems. They release it as is, just as quick as possible, because they want a quick turnaround. They want to make that quick buck to make the next film. And I think if you give or make somebody, kind of go back and refine, you're going to get a better, more solid product. And I know some of the people on the panel are just like, hey, just give me whatever. I'll take. I'm a consumer. I consume. I don't really care about the quality. Just give me. But I think that a problem or a big problem with a lot of the stuff that's released these days is that there's not a lot of care. Look at the prequel trilogy and how quickly they just threw effects together versus the original trilogy where they had to work through problems and it came out or things turned out better because they had to problem solve. And through problem solving and through going back to the drawing board, they came up with, in some cases, a lot of better ideas and more creative ideas, which captivated audiences more because it was more "quote unquote" magical.
I'm just curious who's not interested in quality. Isn't everybody interested in quality?
There's been some.
Yeah,
there's been some things out there that have been said that people have liked, and I'm like, okay, that's not quality.
Yeah, but that quality is debatable at any circle you're in.
Sure.
Yeah, like I only want quality. If I'm not getting quality, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, but you go and watch every single film in the theater, and like from what you've just said, like moments ago, everything's pretty much quality because you watch movies.
No,
and that's the only thing you want to watch them is theater.
Shit
they're all
movies aren't
theatrical
quality.
releases.
Well, yeah, you got to see them in the theater to know if they're good.
What? I don't need to see it bigger.
Yeah, that's
I don't
such
need
a
to
waste
see it
of money, dude.
Better
Honestly,
sound to know
that's
that
like
it's a
in my
good film or
business.
not.
I
can watch it on my iPhone. And say, okay, that was actually pretty good.
And what if it's good? Then I miss my chance to see it in the theater.
No,
because
you can.
I did see Tom and Jerry in the theater. I would have.
Has there been a movie Crazy Joe, that you haven't seen the theater that you missed out on, that you were like, damn it, how did I miss that one?
There have been a lot.
Before the pass.
There have been a lot, but fortunately, a lot of them I do get a second chance. Like, for example, I didn't see the classic Weird Al Yankovic film UHF in the theater in its original run, but I've since seen it in revival screenings.
Fathom events. Yeah.
One of my local
I mean, that's a great movie, but I don't know if I can see it in the theater.
Yeah, well,
It's funny as
comedies
hell.
comedies are the best movies.
There's
to
a lot.
see in
There's
the
some
theater.
people here I would make him drink from the fire hose.
Yeah, comedies are the best movies to see in the theater. If anything is going to be theater worthy, it's going to be a comedy, because you just can't have the same experience sitting at home alone as watching with a room full of people and laughing. Laughter is contagious. And
I can watch The Naked Gun by myself at any time and laugh my ass off.
Yeah, but it's not as good.
Oh no, it's fantastic. I can watch fucking Spaceballs whenever I want by myself.
Lieutenant Frank Drebin.
There's nothing to see here.
I love that movie, dude.
Hey, he's got a picture of your wife.
Oh my god! And
I'm back. Sorry.
I do not want to see The Blackening in theaters. I do not.
Why?
It
What's
looks
that?
horrible.
Oh, it does look bad. It does look. I agree with you 100%. It does look bad. It's so cliche.
Yeah, like I'm sick of the black stereotype comedies. I really am.
Okay.
I really am. And I'm not a fan of
you would think after they did the, what was it, like Not Another Teen Movie or something like that, when they were like, I'm the token
Superhero
black
film?
guy, that's what they did in that party scene or whatever. And it was like, okay, it should be self-aware. Like, quit doing this.
Self-aware.
All right.
I love Not Another Teen Movie. That's a pretty good one. But I
Well,
haven't seen anything on The Blackening.
I appreciate everyone being here. We're 2 hours. I think
We're
it's
just
time
getting
for
started.
Yeah,
We're
we
getting
are.
wheels greased.
We are. We're rapid fire topics here. Let me bring this up. Okay, first one.
I'm
Pixar.
restoring a 55 Chevy.
Pixar.
Having fun.
What is it? Well, Nicotina,
What?
you
What?
got a family, you have kids. Do they love Pixar products
Oh,
still?
absolutely. But
Okay.
the
What
new
about
one,
Elemental? Any interest in Elemental?
We went and saw Mario, and then they saw the trailer for Elemental, and they weren't really that excited because I think they thought it just looked kind of weird. But they were more hyped for like Trolls 3. They were like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
that like blew their socks off. Because
Are you shitting me?
Because they watched part 1 and part 2 like religiously. So like when they saw Trolls 3, the trailer, they were like, "Wow!"
Yeah,
when they saw Elemental, they're what's that?
My
Go ahead.
girls are pretty excited about Trolls 3 as well.
Right.
Yeah.
When they saw Elemental, I was like, "What do you guys think?" They were like, "Yeah." It's kind of a weird movie. So I was like, "Oh, okay."
I think Pixar's lost a little bit of that that prestige.
Well, it's
that's
because
their
when
own
they
fault.
were initially coming out with like Toy Story, Monsters Inc., and all this other stuff. Again, like I was saying earlier, they had years of like refining and they had stories to tell, and they were like, they had an agenda of like, these are the things that we want to get done. And after they did that, they were kind of like, okay, well, now what do we do? Where do we go from here? I think Wall-E was the last of that.
That was a good one.
Package.
I like Wall-E.
Of films, and then after that, it's just sort of like lackluster. It's like, okay, what do we do? Okay, this is an interesting idea. Let's kind of develop that or whatever.
Like
But
Lightyear, they fucked that one up. That was
Lightyear's.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Me and my wife, we used to go opening weekend the Pixar films, and we've lost that. We've lost that over the years, and it's not just because of the pandemic. Just like,
yeah, but, I mean, look at films like A Bug's Life, which
they
is
devalued it.
Just so it's so creative. Everything that did in that film.
Yes.
I mean,
in which one?
In A Bug's Life, you can see the love and care that they put into that movie.
What do you think of this? What do you think of this one? It just seems like more the same.
I
to
have
me. It
no
looks
idea
all
what
right.
this is.
What's
ELIO? Like, they lost
ELIO.
me at like Enchanto or Encanto.
Encanto. I like the Encanto.
That's not a Pixar movie.
That's not Pixar. That's
Disney, Pixar, whatever.
Disney animation.
What was that? Give me another recent Pixar movie. Inside Out
Luca,
didn't care too much about.
Turning Red.
Lightyear.
Turning Red. I did not like
Turning
that
Red was
film at
excellent.
all.
Oh, it was
What?
great. What do you mean?
Oh my god, Turning Red was
It
fantastic.
was just a film about a girl having her period. I was like, okay, there you go.
It was
It
so
was dumb.
funny and creative. That should have been in theaters, not
that
Lightyear.
wasn't creative.
Well, here's the problem. Well, Lightyear was really good.
Probably
Here's the
why I didn't
problem.
watch that
The
movie.
problem is they
Oh,
devalued
there you
the
go,
brand.
Nicotine. The Lightyear
They
was good.
devalued the brand because they gave away
I
3.5
don't think
consecutive
that's
movies
only
for
it though,
free.
Crazy Joe.
That is it. They trained the audience.
That's
The
part
audience
of it,
was
for
always there for
sure.
Pixar movies. They always were there. But then they trained the audience to believe this is something you get for free at home because they gave away 3.5.
I think
Pixar
saying
movies.
that's the only reason is just an excuse. I think
gotta-
it's part
no,
of it.
it's gotta
I
be the
agree
only
it's
reason.
part of it.
It's a
Because
big
look at
reason
Lightyear.
for it, yeah.
Look at Lightyear. Lightyear. It's a spin-off of Toy Story, which is their premier brand.
That movie
it
came
was.
out in
It
the
was.
middle of COVID, dude.
No, it didn't. It came out last summer.
That was still
No,
people had to go to the
that was
theaters, man.
that was last summer because my kids
Yeah.
went and saw that.
Yeah.
Andre, give us your.
It don't matter. It was
insight
still
on-
where people
on
weren't
Buzz Lightyear
going to theaters.
Lightyear was when I first saw it. I thought the story was not that great. The more I've watched it, the
I like it
more
better than Toy Story.
the more it's kind of
What?
grown on me. But I thought that they relied too heavily on the fact that it was a Buzz Lightyear movie, and I felt like they should have. I wanted it to be more of a what do you call it? Space Rangers versus Zurg and his army. Instead,
Like the Space Rangers cartoon was awesome.
Buzz Lightyear Star Command.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
give me that versus
like he
the
was
shit
on a
that,
planet,
that
and
they
then he
gave
was
us.
like, he was trying to do his thing, to find a way back, but it was
Brave,
taking
brave.
years of his life, and so he was moving to the
Brave was
future. and
not a
I
good
just
What was
thought-
that?
I just kinda
was
thought
that was that
unnecessary.
the would you if you could change your path, would ya? With the
Brave was good,
yes,
but
it's
there's been a
just
lot of great Pixar movies since Brave.
Well,
Like
we-
Onward.
Oh,
Onward's
yeah.
probably in my top 3. That's one of the best.
Yeah.
Pixar
Onward
movies
was
of all
rough
time.
for me.
That was
I did
okay.
not
yeah,
like it.
Onward
It was
wasn't
okay.
that great.
That
It
was
was
oh
sort of-
that
It was
movie
all
was.
right. It
It
was
that
all
felt
movie
kind of
was-
thrown together.
Oh, that movie was so
Well,
special.
okay.
I cried in that movie. I saw.
Oh,
the movie
I
multiple
cried
times and
too,
I
but,
cried.
but probably for different reasons.
Well, here's the story. Follows a young boy who finds himself inadvertently beamed up by an alien delegation. They believe ELIO is the leader of Earth. So ELIO will have to navigate this unfamiliar world of aliens and alien politics as the new ambassador of Earth.
You see, they should just make an Incredibles 3 instead
Yes.
Oh, that would have been
Elio.
That sounds really good.
How's
I
there
haven't seen
Cars?
the
How's
trailer.
there a Cars trilogy before an Incredibles trilogy? I still don't understand that.
That sounds kind of interesting,
Cars
but
is their best-selling brand.
the
in terms
graphic
of
design of the character is just like.
Are you going to play the trailer? It's Disney. They'll allow you to play it on YouTube.
I'm not really that interested in it yet. I'll do a trailer react, but look, it just looks okay. I have to see the aliens in the back.
It looks
but
like
the character
Luca.
design just seems average. It just seems
Looks like
average
Luca.
Pixar.
Looks
Yeah.
like Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Luca.
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah,
But see,
so-
Wreck-It Ralph was good. I like that.
That
That was
Pixar,
creative.
That was Disney.
Oh, was it Disney? Okay.
I love the first
Don't,
Wreck-It
don't
Ralph,
give
but
credit
my God,
where credit is not due.
my God, Wreck-It Ralph 2 was
Ralph breaks the
so,
internet.
I hate that movie so much. The first one's so
Okay,
good.
Anthony brought this up. Soul, I did not like Soul.
No, I
What?
didn't.
I thought
That was
Soul
one of their
lacked
best ones. What are you
Soul.
It's
talking
kind of boring
about?
though.
I
It
thought
was
Soul
good, but
lacked
kind of
it.
boring.
That was
Yeah,
more
it
of a
was very
movie
boring.
than it was like, it was a little more.
I
was
thought
a
it
slower
was
paced.
I thought it was good, but it had the misfortune of following up Onward, and that was I love Onward so much. That was-
Onward was just okay.
Oh
Onward
my
was
God,
okay.
Onward is a beautiful story.
I'll tell you a Pixar movie that's overrated. Inside Out. That's overrated.
That is also overrated.
I
don't
bet
think that's
I
a
bet
very good
I bet all of
Pixar
you
film.
that didn't appreciate Onward. I bet all of you who didn't appreciate it, your dads are still alive.
My dad died last year. I loved Onward. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
All right.
Made
Yeah,
me cry.
Okay.
If that's
I get
what you
that.
have to have happen to you to like a movie, then it's probably not a good movie.
Well,
It's just pulling your heartstring because of that one particular thing that's going on in your life, which unfortunately,
Well,
for
thank
you
you
guys
for
that are
shitting.
missing
Thank
your
you for
dad.
shitting on a movie that I absolutely adore.
Well,
I mean, hey, look, you
anywho,
can adore any
story of my life.
movie you like,
bro.
But
I
I'm
was
just
watching
saying,
it
if
with my
that's the
4
reason
and
why
7-year-old
you like the
nephews,
movie,
Jack. Okay,
that doesn't increase the value
damn
of
it,
the
dude.
film.
We're
as a
fucking
whole.
adults, dude.
It
It's a
increases
kid's
the
movie.
experience for you because it means something different to you.
The hell is
There
wrong
he
with
goes.
you, man?
Okay, did your nephews like it, Brian?
Yes, absolutely, because they're
Okay,
fucking
okay.
kids. Who that movie was for? Not adults on the internet bitching.
My kids loved Inside Out.
Well, no,
I
I
mean,
do disagree. No, I'm glad that, that those of you who no longer have your fathers, and I'm very sorry for your losses, got something extra from it. But to say that it's just a kids movie I think is a disservice
I'm
to
just
Pixar.
saying. I'm just
because
I'm not just saying it's a kids movie, but that's the intended audience.
Yeah,
of the
I
movie,
agree with that.
Okay,
Yeah,
for
but
adults to
they're
complain
for
about
all
a kids
ages.
movie to me,
Well, they
it's
should
like,
be.
come on, dude.
Pixar used to transcend just
transcend kids movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why
That's
Cars
it.
was so upsetting to me. That's why Cars.
Cars
was
is amazing.
Oh my God! What's wrong with you people? Cars is not that good, guys.
What it was
It's not. It's not that good, and it's a rehash of other things that you've seen. But it was still, again, I think that it was one of the more creative worlds that they created. And that I liked.
The world of Cars makes no sense. What are you talking?
The word it makes no sense, but it's still imaginary and interesting.
I guess talking cars is very imaginative. Okay, all right.
It was great for what it was. That was one that was aimed more towards younger, but still for everyone.
The Cars ride at Disneyland in Anaheim is really good.
And it's very profitable for Pixar. Uh-oh, who left?
Nope, we lost Crazy Joe.
Oh no, Crazy Joe. Oh, all right. Well, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. This is one that I might have to go to theaters for.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a good movie.
Yes, I appreciate Tom Cruise still going out and trying to do all those stunts and pushing it forward. And this has surpassed James Bond for me. The same type of genre movie.
I mean, would you watch this or Indiana Jones? Let's be honest.
This easily.
Okay, because I mean, this would get me to the theater versus Indiana Jones.
Right.
Tom Cruise gets me to the theater.
If they were on competing weekends, if they both released on the same weekend, I think Mission Impossible would make more money.
To be fair, Mission Impossible has been more culturally relevant than Indiana Jones over the past decade. No. What I'm saying is, I said over the past decade, not talking about the whole time. Yes, they've been in the pop culture. They've been in the pop culture geist more than Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I can agree with.
And also, their track record of movies is more consistent than Indiana Jones.
It is, and it's more consistent than the Bond movies.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
these are better movies.
Well, and I think they earned it there with quality. Mission Impossible was not a bigger name than Indiana Jones.
No, it wasn't.
As far as relevancy over the past 10 years, Mission Impossible has taken it.
Well, because they've stayed the course. Like,
yes,
like they've stayed the course on what these
and
films
Tom
are supposed
Cruise
to be.
expects nothing but excellence, and
he
that's
pisses
why we got
excellence.
Maverick.
Exactly.
He pisses excellence.
He pisses excellence.
I don't care what the hell he believes. He delivers a great
not Ricky Bobby, okay, dude? That's
he could do no wrong.
He's Cole Trickle. Get it right.
I mean, is there a film that he's done where it's like, wow, that was terrible?
Yes, The Mummy.
The Mummy.
Oh, that wasn't his fault.
Vanilla Sky.
You could
I like Vanilla Sky. I sound like Crazy Joe now. I love that movie.
Oh God!
But I did. I actually like Vanilla Sky. I thought it was pretty good. But there really isn't like a Tom Cruise movie in general that like I won't watch or I think is really bad. I just think he nails it. Even War of the Worlds.
Yes,
I enjoyed.
Well, let's just say
the movie.
I would not.
But it was a remake. So
At this
I mean,
point in my movie-loving career, and I still love movies just as much as Crazy Joe, I would not go see this movie in theaters unless the trailer looked really great, because it's another Mission Impossible movie. But how do you keep people wanting to see Mission Impossible movie?
Because
that
this
trailer was
connects.
amazing.
This connects.
I'd rather
to
buy
the
a fat
first
sack
one.
of weed and sit at home and watch it because I can't smoke in the theater, Jack.
if you have sticky seats, then I think you can.
That has nothing to do with it.
But no,
I don't think they care.
This is above average.
No.
They're really still what this is way past like what they're doing with Fast and Furious. They're still pushing the envelope and IMAX scenes and This is quality. I
Yeah.
also
That
want
guy was
more
in Princess
IMAX at the
Bride.
theater. I want more IMAX. That's how to keep people interested in the theater.
Well, he's pissed because they're giving up the IMAX theaters
To Oppenheimer.
for
Yeah.
Oppenheimer. He's like, what the hell?
Wow.
So he's going to war. He's going to war with Oppenheimer.
I'm not shitting on the other thing. I'm just saying this is getting me to theaters. The other is not, because it oozes quality just from the trailer. It looks exciting.
I don't understand what your problem is with the Indiana Jones trailers. I thought they were really good.
No, it looks entertaining. And I'm definitely going to check it out. But I'm not sitting here like jumping for joy, like I can't wait. This is gonna be fucking so good.
Is he in the trailer? He's sitting on a lazy boy drinking and looking miserable, and then his goddaughter comes and bosses him around and talks about capitalism, and it just the only thing that looks great to me is the Mads Mikkelsen looks interesting. But if you look at the trailer for Crystal Skull, looked more exciting with what's the actress name that was in that as the villain? Kate Blanchett. The cast of Crystal.
That was a horrible casting.
The cast of Crystal Skull.
I liked
had more
her in that.
energy.
What do you mean? No, she's a great actress.
Yeah.
I like her.
She is a
lot,
great actress. I
but
prefer in Lord of the
that
Rings.
movie, I didn't like her. I didn't like the way Shia LaBeouf's character was portrayed. It was super cheesy.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's Indiana Jones, and you're supposed to be a
But they had
little
energy.
cheesy. But it was just dumb. It was like, oh, what are we
But
doing?
Temple of Doom is completely okay.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom is amazing. What are you talking about?
Y'all are some crack. Like I don't understand.
I swear to
really
God.
don't understand.
Have you had? Wait, you must try the monkey brains.
Yeah,
One
that
of
was
the
a
worst
fucking-
scenes of the movie. One of the worst scenes.
Kalima,
I hate it.
Kalima Shakti Day.
Look at these posters here. Look at this.
Remember the guy being lowered into the fire pit?
You must go to Bangkok.
What is wrong with y'all? Jeez.
It's a great
Lots of
fucking
things.
movie.
It is not a great movie.
Look, it's not my fault that you saw it probably like 3 years ago and thought, well, this looks kind of aged. I'm sorry, it's the truth. When did you first see it?
3 years ago.
I saw this when I was 11 years old.
3. Okay, so
So that was 5 years ago.
5 years.
I'm 28 years old right now.
Yeah, it
I'm not that young, God. Jesus.
Well, I can tell you one thing. You look very young. So
You do look very young. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
a
do.
very good filter.
I would card you if you're buying
I would
liquor.
definitely do the same. Like, hey, wait a minute.
Cool. I've been
think you are?
I've been drinking too much.
You should not be
Unicorn
having
Blood.
the alcohol.
I'm drinking too much unicorn.
You
blood.
must have the hot special.
Oh, here's some good news.
Guys, I just want a Pepsi.
Man.
The
Gambling
CW
man.
just canceled
Yeah.
its worst DC superhero show, and I don't want to be against anything, but
What, Gotham Knights?
yeah,
I never
I didn't
saw
even
an
watch it.
episode
I
of
don't
that,
care.
and it's fantastic.
canceled
What website is this?
Oh well.
the direct.
Canceled.com.
CW.
I had to stop covering a different website because everyone.
I mean, but
Oh,
after this,
God.
there should be no more CW shows, right? That they're
Arrowverse
done?
is dead. Yep.
It's
They're
done. It's put a fork in that bitch.
Yep.
And at the same point, they saved something else.
What was that?
I think it's Superman and Lois.
Oh no!
That wouldn't
Why?
surprise me. That
Oh.
didn't surprise me. It's been a popular show, and for the most part, it's in its own universe, so it's not like it connects to anything else.
Sure.
There's been a lot of fans of the
Superman and
show.
Lois.
Yeah.
Oh, that-
That's a good
interesting.
thing.
That's
a good thing.
Okay.
His
Even if
kids are
it's
what
not
annoy me
for
the
you.
most. His kids, they just annoy the shit out of me. That's why I can't watch the show.
Yeah, they're annoying.
It's because it's not Snyder, so it sucks, right?
No, not even that.
No, it is. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Tyler Hecklin,
I dig it.
He's Mexican, dude. I'm all about that. But
Yeah.
his kids are super annoying.
Well, I think it's a shortened season though, right? 10 episodes is a little bit less.
Oh, this is it.
Oh, so they're just trying to get
up.
syndication. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
That's
if you get
good.
to 10 seasons, you get syndicated, and then they
That's
get
10
fucking chefs for
episodes,
life.
Ryan. We're talking about season 4.
I love this
Okay.
rationalization, guys.
Pay
It's great.
attention.
I heard 10.
Renewed for season
Renewed
4.
for season 4, right
Fucking
there.
hilarious.
I was like, it hasn't been on for fucking 10 years. Are you kidding me?
We are thrilled to bring Super and Lois back to the CW network.
Aw.
These series are 2 of our strongest performers across all our linear and
This
digital
will come out
platforms,
when DL was 11 years
What
old.
do they have left?
with some of the most passionate fan bases
Dude,
in
I'm
all of
almost
television.
30. Come on, guys.
We are grateful to our partners at Warner Brothers Television and Berlanti Productions for the continued collaboration, and we cannot wait to get started on the new seasons. Wait a second.
Yeah, they're trying to get to 10. They have to. That's the goal.
Trying to get to 10 seasons.
Well, if they shorten it to 10,
Can't believe
10
Flash
episodes would be
didn't
less
make it to
filler.
10. That shocked me. Even though they're like, we don't have any more stories to tell.
Yeah,
after
yeah,
season
that's
two.
exactly why they
story.
stopped. They were like, this time it'll be an alligator, but
And
not
he'll be
Killer
a
Croc.
speedster.
Yeah, he'll be a speedster from another dimension.
I like the show. I just never got past. I just never finished. I got to get back to it. I'm
I didn't
happy
get
at
past
the
season 1.
I didn't get past season 1 either, dude. I stopped
Neither
at
did
episode
I.
3, and I was like, I am fucking done with this.
I
idiot
started to
shit.
watch it, and then Dawson was like, I really like this show. I was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm out.
Oh god, it was so dumb.
I was like, I'm done. Turn this shit off. Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe.
Subscribe.
What did you unsubscribe from?
The CW, whatever the fuck.
CW.
Yeah, how do you unsubscribe for broadcast television? How's that work? You call your cable company and cancel.
Brucifer.
I love you, Brucifer. Tyler is the best.
Tyler
Superman
is
over
not-
Cavill.
It's because he's not Henry Cavill. That's why they're saying what
Henry
they're saying,
Cavill's
dude.
the best
Trust me.
Superman out there.
I know that. That's why I
Phenomenal.
said that.
Tyler Hoechlin,
I think
I think
Christopher Reeve is phenomenal. Better than Tyler.
I think Tyler is a good Superman, but
I
the
miss
problem is
talking to you
that
Who's a
he
Brandon
wears a
Routh
suit.
wasn't a bad.
He's a
Superman
better
No,
Clark
either.
than
This is the
Cavill.
problem.
He
This
just
is the
had a
problem I
shit
have
story.
with Superman Lois.
Because you
Yeah,
guys
he
are
was given a-
homers.
he was given a
Because you
bad
guys are
rap.
homers. You're homers.
It's not.
No homers for the Snyderverse. It's cool.
No,
I
no.
get
What
it.
I'm saying is that
How is
cool.
Brandon
I get it.
Routh a
No,
part
no,
of the
no.
Snyder?
This is what I'm saying. This is
I
what I'm
didn't
saying.
say that.
That
Oh,
Superman
okay.
and
'Cause I like
Lois.
Brandon
The
Routh.
problem is that
Man,
he wears a
okay,
suit.
that's true.
He looks like the fucking Michelin Man. It's so puffed up and fake that I'm like, oh my god, dude. Like
that
move
is
past
true.
that.
That's
It
the
got better.
true.
It got better as
Oh
the
my
seasons
God.
went on. It got better. As
He
the
But
reminds
those
me
are
of
the
those
jokes that you guys told me
those shoes that you pump up. You know the
God.
what are they?
Dude, it looks like my son wearing a Superman suit, with the fake muscles.
Oh,
I was like,
the-
dude,
the
come
Yes.
on.
body is here.
Just
Somebody-
as bad as fucking Shazam.
Superman and Lois
Yeah,
is
that
getting
was-
more
that wasn't
seasons.
great.
His suit was
Yeah.
horrible.
And-
Seasons.
Yeah, no
Season.
season.
Good for them.
It said
Season.
season in the article. Maybe they maybe they didn't. The
They
article was-
mispronounced it, and the fact is that this week's episode, I didn't realize it's not this week. It's next week's. Is Superman and Lois, so I had to delay it my live stream.
Brucifer says such bad takes tonight.
Not all bad takes. Hey, I have got.
I think my text
takes.
takes were
I
excellent.
would say
Oh, your takes are
dated, heavily dated.
Just because you
yes.
disagree with them doesn't make them bad.
Well, no, they're just passe. I mean,
I say
these titles
Tyler's
are so old. It's like
I say Tyler is an
AM
amazing
radio.
Clark, not a great Superman. Not a great Superman.
There,
I think he
there.
does
What,
good.
what's funny is like when he's just saying like Clark.
I mean,
garb.
look at that. I mean,
Yeah.
But this is
It's
the
like,
same joke you
dude.
guys told a year ago when the
He's-
suit came out.
It's like he's wearing the shoulder pads
but
from
it
like.
hasn't changed.
If you're in the drawing, let's just say for your
He's
if-
wearing rugby
if you're
shoulder
into the,
pads.
if you're into the arcs, the head does not.
Okay,
The head size does
okay.
not fit the
So let's
proportions
see,
of
My
the body.
Brian.
deltoids
Brian,
are bigger
if
than
you-
my
if
head.
You want to play this card? Let's look. Okay, so there they are. That's fake muscles, right?
Well, I'm well aware of that. I'm just saying, like, we got it.
Look
The
at
joke
that.
was like
That
a year
looks
ago.
fucking beautiful. That looks
Okay.
clean.
Look,
Yeah.
look.
That
I
doesn't-
I got
I feel
mad
like you guys are
respect.
just shitting on people's
I've
show
got
now.
mad respect
at all.
for Christopher Reeve,
Okay,
Brandon
okay.
Routh, and Henry
Christopher
Cavill for
Reeve
fucking
is an
going to the
amazing
gym
Superman.
and fucking like doing the time
Is Brendan
to
Routh
get their
going to the
body.
gym? Is Brendan Routh going to the gym?
He did
Did
back
he?
then, and back in Superman Returns,
He's like,
he
I
did go to the
trained
gym.
him.
They
He
he
did
didn't
train,
get
yeah.
as ripped.
Brandon Routh
He did
and-
not. I'll tell you this. I mean, he did not get as ripped as Chris Reeve. You just can't see Chris Reeve's muscle tone because of the fabric that he wore.
But
But
you
that
gotta be
motherfucker was
jacked
ripped.
like Cavill, right?
And yes, and of course Cavill got jacked because of the guy that they brought in to work him out. I forgot his name. Same thing with Ben Affleck when he was in doing Batman vs Superman. They brought that same guy back, and they went to the gym, which Ben Affleck was not a fan of, which is why in Justice League he's not as ripped.
Yeah. But like,
all right, so
like
here,
Tyler Hoechlin's, sorry, the actually Tyler Hoechlin's Superman is a decent enough Superman for a TV show.
Yes,
Not
yeah,
for,
oh yeah, definitely.
TV, yeah.
For TV show adaptation. Now we know that this is going to be season 4, but I do believe this is going to be the final season with some of the cast members being cut.
Okay.
So
well, at least
during
get some type of conclusion. At least they can prepare for some type of conclusion. That's more than you get in Hollywood.
Yeah,
across the board.
At least it's the final conclusion, final season, and then we got Superman Legacy coming out at the top of 2025.
And we'll see who they pick for that too. I mean, there's a lot of contenders. Although James Gunn recently said today that like a lot of those people, a lot of those stories are fake, but we'll see.
Well, here's some good news. Peacemaker season 2 gets a promising release update from James Gunn.
Yeah, he talked about it today in the podcast. Did you guys see the podcast that he was on?
Yes,
no. Inside of James Gunn, inside of him,
inside of you.
Yeah, inside of you.
With Michael Rosenbaum.
Yeah, it was actually a really good interview. It was really good.
This is great for you.
The whole thing.
This is great for you, Brian, and me too. I like Peacemaker.
Yeah, I like Peacemaker a lot. I thought it was great.
Yeah. That's Peacemaker is coming back right after Superman. That's my next thing.
Is it? Wait, it is after Superman?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, look, they highlighted it after Superman.
I thought it was coming before Superman.
Right there. They did it after Superman.
So I guess they didn't really start filming or anything yet.
That's crazy.
But Waller's first.
Yeah, and he said Waller has everyone from Peacemaker in it.
So it's basically Peacemaker season 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5. Yeah. Pretty much.
We see what you're doing, James Gunn.
So I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for him to be in Mortal Kombat 1. Peacemaker.
Of course, you'll have to bring up MK1.
He's a rumored guest character.
Oh, fun fact, Max. MK1 will be at Evo this year, confirmed.
Oh, cool. I would love to see more of it. We got some
more butts.
Yeah,
see more butts.
We got some disappointing news for Deadpool 3. Well, we have a cool.
Hugh Jackman left the movie.
Hugh Jackman.
No, this
Wallaby.
is Domino. Doesn't look like she's coming back.
Jesus.
I really liked it. I really liked her character. She was really funny.
That sucks,
So,
man.
no, it's still going to be an amazing movie, though. It seems like they are really promoting. They're really putting they're going all in on this movie to really boost up Marvel again. To get back to the box
they're bringing
office.
back the original X-Men. That's what's more exciting.
Yeah.
Look, Zazie Beetz' character was great, but
Future Past Part 2.
If getting rid of her means I'm going to get more of the original X-Men cast, then I'm sorry, but she's got to go. I want to see the original X-Men cast in action with Deadpool. That'd be fucking great.
Well, it says, admittedly, Deadpool 3 is already shaping up to have the largest cast of any Deadpool film.
Nice.
So
Yeah, because I think what they're going to do here is with this film is they're basically going to end the Fox
Foxverse.
X-Men universe. Like,
Thank God.
Or at
they're going
least
to wrap that up.
Or at least set it up to go right before the Avengers movies where they ended in those, At least, maybe this is an open door to the universe, and then the Avengers movie closes it off.
It might lead into like a Secret Wars type of ending where they go through a portal and they end up somewhere else, and that would lead to Secret Wars down the line, which would be cool because I'd love to see more of the X-Men, the original X-Men, fucking fighting. But I don't know. I mean, that's kind of a dirtbag move to the First Class cast.
And with all these delays and everything happening with controversy surrounding actors, they are actually pushing Deadpool 3 up. It's releasing sooner.
Yeah.
This is getting getting priority treatment.
That's a really quick turnaround time, so quality will be lost. Okay.
Well, no. I just believe
when you start fast tracking things, that's when errors and missteps and other things that would have been normally caught, go through the cracks because you want to release it faster. When you start fast tracking this,
What's this?
I'm
DC
gonna go
angers
home, man.
fans with poorly timed Henry Cavill Superman post. What?
What?
Oh, thanks, Brian. Hey, CJH.
Brian.
Hello. Hello.
I don't think this. I understand your concerns, Ryan, but I
Yeah.
don't think this necessarily means that the quality is going to slide just because they're moving it
I
up.
don't think it will.
I believe
you
they
never know.
probably
You
took
won't
the
know until it
spot.
comes out.
They probably took the spot of a different Marvel movie that was going to for example, during the release year of Marvel, what is a more important release date for a Marvel movie, May or November? I would argue that May, right before the summer season start, near Memorial Day, is the bigger spot for Marvel to take. You know,
Right. Okay.
so I think this has become more of a priority project as they get a bigger and bigger cast. They get more and more cameos, and even though I still enjoy a lot of Marvel movies. It's waned for a lot of people. You know, they haven't been seeing every Marvel project, and they need a big hit. So this is exciting to me to hear that it's not getting a delay. It's actually being moved up and taking the primo spot. And I think this is going to be a beefier project than originally anticipated.
Well, I think because Deadpool is not a tentpole film as far as it doesn't need to
I think
have.
it's becoming one though.
It's going to be a big draw because it's a comedy at the end of the day. It's not really, what a lot of these other superhero films are. It's it doesn't take itself serious, all that breaks the fourth wall, whatever.
Hard comedy too.
Yeah, it doesn't. It might not suffer from moving up, but you never know. You never know. I
Okay.
mean, I haven't seen Deadpool 2, so I can't really.
I
I like
rewatched
the first
it
one.
as
I
a-
just don't think you can catch lightning in a bottle.
I rewatched it
For
the
this guy.
second, third time, like recently, and I love it. I
Yeah,
like it even better than the first one, I think.
Yeah, me too.
And part of that though was Domino. Domino was hilarious in that movie. But this is really exciting for me, especially now that we got not only King the Conqueror, but we got we have the controversy with Huerta, as well, Namor. Oh my goodness, I'm so sick of this bullshit.
Yeah,
I
me
mean,
too.
I hope there's I hope it's not actually true, but man, but this is definitely taking priority in my eyes, at least. I don't have concerns over the quality. The one thing that was kind of concerning was that because of the writer's strike, Ryan Reynolds can't ad-lib, and that's part of his strength. But he's in most of the time in filming, he's in mask or stunt double, and then he does. They said, don't worry about it. He's going to do the ad-lib after it's done filming with the ADR and the audio at the end, so he'll be able free reign there. But that was my major concern. Let me see here in the private chat. Okay, Nicotina and Ryan have to head out. Thank you for popping on the show. Go check out.
Yeah, man, it was fun.
Ryan,
Yeah, no problem. Hey, subscribe to my channel over on YouTube. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, pip it out.
No, it's all good.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, I'm all disheveled. Yeah, subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's a Nicotina Show on YouTube, and you can follow me on Twitter as well, on Instagram and on Vero. We're going to be doing a meetup to watch The Flash over in Sacramento at the Esquire IMAX. If you want to join us, Ryan is flying all the way from Houston.
Yep.
To Sacramento, where I will pick up his ass, take him to the theater, and then he's going to come over to my house for a while. We're going to stream on here. We're going to go over probably the whole Tadum event, watch the Rebel Moon, and talk about Superman Legacy casting rumors and everything else. So that'll be on this Saturday. And we'll be going live in Sacramento as well as I take him around town because I got the GoPro over here charging. So we'll be doing that as
Awesome.
well. So should be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. No, Degrassi, by the time they get to that part, hopefully the strike will be over to do ADR. Yeah, I agree. Okay, good.
Andre, we've got to do a collab one of these days.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. You know what it is that lately I've had a hard time finding time to even stream. It sucks. My work schedule is like it's just a pain in the ass. But yeah, definitely, we'll figure something out.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, and then the other pain in the ass, Ryan. No, I'm
yeah,
just
yeah, definitely.
No, thank you for showing up.
I
Ryan.
enjoy, giving your audience my point of view because I know most of them probably are like, I've triggered like over half of your audience, which is amazing.
Yeah, they hate Ryan.
Yeah. Everybody hates Ryan, but it's all good. I enjoy coming on here and talking with people that don't agree with me, and that makes for interesting conversation. So I'd like to thank the panel, all that have been on here today, and all that are still on here, the remaining crew, the ones that haven't been eliminated.
Oh my god!
No, I'm joking. Anyway, well, you guys have a great night, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah. Go check them out.
All right. See you guys later.
Later.
All right, see you later.
All
And then
right.
there was 4.
Yes. Hey, CJ, how's your mic?
Pretty good.
Whoa! Where's that sexy voice coming from? Doesn't that sound much better?
Yeah.
No more-
Also,
no-
don't spoil Flash, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
No more banging either. I can't hear the banging.
Yeah. All right. So rapid fire then. Rapid fire.
Where-
I'm excited.
What about these images?
What images? Oh God.
Oh God.
You're gonna make.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. It's
Yes.
not just the turkey.
It's not just a turkey.
Show the next one.
You want to come on the show?
You want to come on the show? My forehead looks massive there though. Jeez. That looks great. Thank you, CH. What did
Merchandise.
What did you
coming.
think, DL, about the Deadpool 3 news? I think it's a great thing
About the X-Men.
that they're moving it up.
Oh, that they're moving up. I mean, yeah, that's cool. As not too worried about the quality, as you said, because like the first 2 were really good. So, though I actually maybe I'm slightly concerned because of the writer's strike, so they're not going to be able to ad lib as much. Hopefully, it won't affect the final product too much. But yeah, I mean, cool. Getting it moved up, it's all good with me as long as they're able to do what they're able to do with whatever they're doing. Do whatever they're doing.
Yeah. I'm hyped for Deadpool 3. It's my most anticipated of Marvel right now.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm so hyped. Talati, what do you think, Brian? CJH?
Deadpool 3, I might actually go and see that at the cinema.
Yeah.
Or theater, as you guys call it.
Yeah.
It all depends on how the visual effects look and also the story for Deadpool 3, because that's what I want to find out about the story for Deadpool.
Brian, do you hear the CJH's sexy voice now? Come on, CJH. Come on, say something.
What?
Say, hey, Brian, how's it going?
Hello?
Oh my god!
That's the mic!
You don't
That's
sound
the
like
mic!
you're mumbling underwater. Now you just sound like you're mumbling in front of a microphone. Cool. Right on, brother.
Are you gonna? Don't tell people what else I sent you. You got to show it on the next stream. You got to show all the stuff. All right. Did you like everything?
Yeah.
Brucifer's back.
It is.
No, I had to
Very,
take out the
annoying.
trash. Sorry.
It took you a couple of hours to take out the trash.
Yes.
All right.
It's a long.
All right. It's a long story.
It's a long way. It's a
But
long
yeah,
walk to the driveway.
But it's an old one.
Oil movies.
Really
Well,
fucking old. Oh.
All right. So there was something here that I was surprised by this story. Scarlett Johansson.
Go ahead.
Anyone hear about this?
About
Happy
that.
MVPL.
I mean, it's like, dang, it took them 2 hours to take off the trash.
Well, it's kind of hard to get a word in, you know.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Scarlett Johansson confirms new Marvel production is in the works. What's this?
When you just say whatever thought comes to mind.
Okay. All right. Natasha Romanoff's MCU story may be over, but the same doesn't apply to Scarlett Johansson, as her top secret Marvel project is still moving forward. What is this?
I don't know.
It's all for clicks.
Yeah.
In talking with comicbook.com, Scarlett Johansson confirmed that the Marvel project she's producing is still happening.
Okay.
I
don't
thought
think
she
it'll
was
happen.
done.
I don't think it happened.
But she's definitely done playing Black Widow. So what is this? Is it like animated or maybe a what if? Maybe a what if.
But they use a different actress for the voice.
Oh, okay. Not currently happening. We're all sort of in this holding pattern as we wait for the writer's strike and potentially our own guild strike, so on and so forth. It's important to note that Johansson's new Marvel Studios enterprise has nothing to do with her character, Natasha Romanoff. Not only did Feige acknowledge this when announcing her new role as producer in 2021, but the actress confirms as much herself in a recent interview, saying she is definitely done playing Black Widow. I don't know what this could be.
I don't know either.
Okay.
Oh, and also Guardians of the Galaxy 3 stars, so it's all done.
Yeah.
Hey, can I bring up something, Max, real quick?
Sure.
I just want to say, legendary artist John
Oh,
Romita
man.
Sr. died.
Oh.
He's responsible for one of the greatest Spider-Man runs, and also co-created Wolverine. So,
You know there's going to be a big Easter egg for the Wolverine game.
You think? Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, sorry for the loss. Great talent. Go research, celebrate John Romita Senior's life and go appreciate some of his work. That would be a good way, you know?
yeah, and don't his son's art is crap, by the way. I'm just saying.
Oh,
what? It is.
His son's art. Okay. All right. So,
No, but his one of his famous stories actually made it into live action, which was the whole Spider-Man walking away scene.
Okay.
Yeah,
when
when
he
Peter
gave up
Parker
being
walked away.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, one of the most famous scenes ever in cinematic history.
this next clip would be we're thank you for bringing it up, Bruce. We're getting to the final topics here. So don't worry, everyone.
I'm actually got to go to sleep because I got to go to work.
Oh, just
All right,
forget
man.
work. Just do
What
YouTube.
is this work stuff you
It's
speak
going to
of?
support you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Don't
Just
listen
quit
to
your
Max.
job.
He's full of shit.
We'll all quit our jobs and we'll just do YouTube full time.
No, have fun with that.
No, get some sleep. DL, thank you for being here.
DL, take care, man.
Great. Oh, and if you haven't,
Don't
if
be
you
like
haven't
us.
checked out his spoiler streams, he does a really good job. Go check out his. I didn't watch it because I didn't see the movie yet. Didn't you do a Transformers one?
Yeah, we just talked about Rise of the Beast a few hours ago.
Yeah, so go check that out if you're interested. Even if you're not going to watch it, because some people might. Let's be honest, some people might not see Transformers. Go see what DL had to say about it. You know, if you're okay with spoilers. Thanks, DL. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me.
You are getting sleepy.
You are getting tired. I can
You
tell.
stayed quick.
Yep. All right, guys.
All right.
Have a good night.
Alright, see you, man.
All right. So this next thing would be kind of cool to watch real quick. It's a clip of Harrison Ford.
Does he say? Do you want to come on the show? Do you wanna-
No. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is in it too. But they are talking about the Red Hulk in this interview. It's only a few minutes, so
Okay.
I thought it'd be fun to watch. Talking Red Hulk and Dial of Destiny with Harrison Ford and Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Anniversary of Raiders. Do you remember how you felt the first time people saw Indy versus now? Are you still learning new things about him 5 movies later?
I don't remember what people thought. I do remember what I.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I remember that there was that pleasure.
Yes.
There was pleasure.
Mhm.
There was laughter. There was popcorn being sold. People were happy, and families were going. And
Oh, that's the same way it is now, Harrison. It's all going to come to you for Dial of Destiny. I hope it does, though. I hope it does, because this is. I do know Harrison. This is one project that he was really wanting to do. So I'm happy he got to do it. You know, at least that.
Yeah.
So I just unfortunately I don't feel like I want to go pay to see it right now.
No,
Maybe
the last
that'll
movie
change.
made me really cynical. I'm just saying.
It has not. Mine has nothing to do with the last movie. It's just the trailer didn't excite me. That's all.
I'm the opposite. Right now, I actually want to see this more than the other movies.
Good. I'm happy for you, CJH. And Brucifer also said that he wanted to see it. I know Crazy Joe said he wants to see it.
I mean, I'll see it. I want to see it because like it doesn't necessarily mean I want to see it in the theaters. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a bit of a difference here. Like,
yeah, I eventually want to see it.
A little nuance to the conversation.
Like, let's, for example, my wife says she wants to see it, then I'll go see it. I'm not against it. Or my father, he's got a lot of health issues. If he's like, I want to go to the theater to see the new Indy, and I said, well, Dad, we'll keep you masked up, we'll keep you safe, we'll put you in the handicap spot, and I'll go take you. Then I'll go see it. If he said that.
Well, you know, there's a cameo at the end of Dollar Destiny.
Well,
Henry
see,
Cavill.
that's the good thing. You treasure those moments because you never know when they're going to be gone.
Yeah. So
yes, Max, 100%.
I understand. No, if my dad said that he want to see it, then I would take him. You know, but he hasn't. No one in my family has said I want to see this. And I'm the movie person. Me and my wife are too, but she has expressed no interest in this. So basically, it'd be me going on my own, and I don't really want to see this on my own. You know. All right.
Yeah.
Let's.
And yeah, I was very excited.
You two, you were the duo I didn't know I needed. You have such a fun chemistry that I think is really hard to pull off, especially when one of them is Indiana Jones. You know.
This interviewer's a little wacky.
Who the hell is that?
How you've both had some cool scene partners in your careers, but what made this special for you?
What made this special for me?
It's a hard one.
Well, we've both been written characters that are in contest, and so banter for the sake of itself is often not so satisfying. But these are all that's full of story. I mean, the relationship is characterized by the story that.
Didn't she play the droid that no one liked?
Yes, L3. Horrible character. There's so many great droids in there. You know, even K2SO from Rogue One.
So it's kind of weird that she was in a Han Solo movie, and now she's with Harrison Ford.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. That is. She's stalking this characters. I hope she is good. Listen, she might be a great character in the movie. I'm not saying she's gonna be bad. It's just from the trailer, I don't like her. I don't hate her character. It's nowhere near as annoying as L3, you know. But just the vibe of Indy and the, you know, drinking and sitting in his lazy boy and upset with his job when he's retiring. It's just like, I mean, that's real life old man. Like, I kind of like want the fantasy old man. I don't want to see this. Like, just like Luke was grumpy old Luke there. It's believable, but I also think you got to get us we left on such a positive note after the end of Crystal Skull, even if you didn't like the product, where Indiana Jones was. He was recently married. He had his son Mutt back in his life, and there was a lot of excitement there. And then years pass where they could have done something cool, and then you just get the end again where he's disgruntled and unhappy, and that's just like, I thought that, like, this, you know, the sky was the limit what they could have done with the franchise after the Crystal Skull. Even people didn't like it. There was a lot of opportunities, and then it took forever. We got to this, and he's unhappy with his life, and a lot of old men are like that, and that's sad. I don't necessarily want to see my superhero.
I heard that this movie makes the Crystal Skull better.
Well, that's good. I very well could be wrong, and Brucifer and people might go see him like, Max, this is amazing, and the reception maybe it's got really good word of mouth, and then, you know what, I'll go see it a week or two later. You know, I'll wait and see. It'll be in theaters for at least a month. So at the start, I'm just like, we'll see. All right, let's see what else he has to say. I want to hear about the Red Hulk.
We're involved in the quest that we're on. and by her personality disorder, but also by the wit of our screenwriters, and we're lucky to have characters written that have a real contest. It's not just bitchy talk. There's some real substance between the.
Whereas in real life, it's just bitchy talk with the two of us.
Okay, Degrassi is saying, do we know how many blockbuster scripts she doctored of movies you love? You mean Phoebe Waller? I know she's a script doctor.
She's probably done a lot.
Okay.
It's all good, man.
No, I'm not. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe it's just the one where she's included in it that annoy me.
Max just thinks
like
she's
L3,
behind everything.
No, L3 in like the last Bond movie I didn't like, and I think she was involved in that. Okay, that's fair. I'm not saying she doesn't have any talent at all.
No, you're not. That's cool.
All right.
That was fun. I love Helena. I mean, I grew up obsessed with Marion, and she has a similar energy. And I'm just waiting for kids to be you for Halloween this year.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Have you thought about that? The new generation of fans.
Yes, I mean, I think if they mimic Helena a little too closely, it might be wallets people are losing rather than sweets they're giving away at Halloween. But yeah, I wish I'd seen Helena. I mean, luckily I had Marion, but I also wish I'd seen Helena because she's complicated and she's a match for him, but she also has her own agenda with what she's an opportunist. She sees Indy unsentimentally as her godfather and very much as an opportunity to help her get what she wants.
Ooh, okay. She's using Indy. She's using him.
Fun thing is having two people have to go on an adventure when they have to work together when everything in them wants to actually be apart from each other. It's sort of the perfect spice for comedy.
Absolutely. I'm from comicbook.com, so I think I would get straight up fired if I did not ask
Here we go.
you about the recent photo from the Captain America set of you. And you had the eagle-eyed viewers noticed you were wearing ripped pants.
Yes.
Might we be seeing a Mr. Ford as the Red Hulk?
What is a Red Hulk?
That is a Harrison Ford answer right there. Oh God, yes.
Lucifer, I wanted to cover this because you sent me the image with the red pants.
What?
She called him on it on Captain America set. She's like, "You had ripped pants on set. What is that?"
Oh.
And he says, "What's a Red Hulk?"
What's a Red Hulk? I like the way Harrison does answers.
He hasn't seen this. He hasn't seen the CGI yet.
What's gonna be sad is I hope he keeps his wits about him till when he's older. But when he starts talking like that, eventually, like he doesn't know what's going on.
Well, I think he's probably being coy, but
yes, it's also possible he's got the.
Oh, he can't mention it.
No,
Yeah.
NDAs.
I don't think.
Why would you spoil something like that? That's big news.
But I honestly, would they get upset if Harrison said anything? I don't think so.
Probably not. It'd be like that part on the Seinfeld or whatever when Uncle Leo gets busted in the bathroom for taking the art book in the bathroom.
Yeah. What is?
I'm old.
Here, let's see what else he has to say.
It is Thaddeus Ross's alter ego. He's gonna Hulk out.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I can't take this interview seriously anymore.
Oh, yeah.
You knew?
I know nothing.
Why didn't you tell me?
All right, that's a little.
Well, someone's gonna tell you, and I hope it happens.
Or may or may not.
All right, I
love this delivery. It may or may not. Okay.
That's a good twist.
Are you guys all right? Everyone's like so like mellow right now. All right.
Well,
Wow.
I'm just.
Well, I really enjoyed
for me.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to meet both of you.
Or can I just say you really enjoyed the movie?
Yeah.
I know.
All right.
All right. I have something for you, Max, and you,
And me.
Claudia. You'll be very happy.
Yes.
Check the private chat.
Yes.
Ooh.
I want to talk about this subject.
What is this? Ooh.
This is the
Wait a second.
Breaking news.
All right, hit the thing then.
Where is it?
Come on, crew.
Brand. All right.
I'm
CJ,
good. My
you
hands
there?
are occupied. I'm busy.
Ooh. Tell us more.
Oh.
Don't care.
Breaking news.
And it's just. Hold on.
Too sweet.
There we go. It's just.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Enough clips.
All right, next person to put a clip off is getting booted. Knock it off.
It's fun. Lighten up, Buttercup.
What, 2 years ago? It's like that, baby doll.
Do another clip, CJ.
Too sweet.
One more clip.
Test me. Let's go. Ready?
Come on, Team O'Reilly. Come on.
All right.
Injustice 3. Teased by NetherRealm, Ed Boon. The only thing I'm not
Here we go.
extremely excited about, Brucifer, is
Yeah.
that Ed Boon has been teasing us on Twitter for years, even before Mortal Kombat 1, and saying, who said it was going to be a Mortal Kombat game the next game? And he was talking about Spider-Man, and then he was talking about DC. But see, he's been teasing for years. So all right, so let's actually read this here.
I got stuff to say about this once we read the
During a recent discussion with IGN, Boon opened up on some of the factors that led NetherRealm to pursue development Mortal Kombat 1 rather than Injustice 3. Boon specifically cited the previous pandemic and the shift in game engines as two big components that resulted in MK1 being put into development first. Despite this, he also clarified that it is still NetherRealm's long-term goal to get back to the Injustice series. There are a number of factors, some of which I could talk about, some of which I probably shouldn't because Warner Brothers stinks. We really wanted to be careful with COVID and all that stuff and everyone staying safe, Boon said. So there were a bunch of variables involved that eventually we realized, okay, let's do another Mortal Kombat game and hopefully we'll get back to the Injustice games. Clearly, the implication here from Boon is that Injustice 3 will be the next game that NetherRealm looks to make following Mortal Kombat 1. Well, this might be exciting to fans, though. It's worth stressing that Injustice 3 surely wouldn't release for many more years, even if the plan does come to fruition. After NetherRealm extensively supports MK1 after launch, the studio will then have to pivot to developing another Injustice title, which will take some time to create. If a similar span of time were to play out between past NetherRealm releases, this means that Injustice 3 may not arrive until 2025 or 2026 at the absolute earliest. So right there with Star Wars.
No,
That's
actually,
fine.
no, this actually makes sense. I'll give you the reason why after you finish up the article.
I'm finished. That's it.
Okay, so here's the thing. The reason why they went back to it is basically because of the shakeups at Warner Brothers, Discovery, and DC. That's the first pitiful reason why they didn't do Injustice. Second thing is Kevin Conroy's death. So that was another big thing for them. So they have to find a way now to try and.
He did the voice work for Batman in the Justice games.
Yeah. In the Justice game, yep. So that is another pivotal role. And then you have like this dilemma. Is that which ending do you go for? Do you go for the Injustice?
Well, I also
Superman
think it's James Gunn. But listen, you didn't let me finish, Bruce. I was going to say a positive. I was going to say a positive, Bruce. What's that?
All I said was uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay. So if James Gunn is to be believed that everything is going to be incorporated, video games, movies, comics, and everything. So I would assume that if they do another Injustice, they might have cross promotion with James Gunn's new DC in Injustice 3. So that's going to take time to develop too. They develop the Superman Legacy. You're going to have another Superman. Maybe they'll do a Superman skin. They'll have the Injustice version, but because NetherRealm has already been doing that. They do the game version and they have an actor for a skin. So it's very plausible that this will benefit Injustice 3 to be incorporated in James Gunn DCU, you know?
No, but there's also another faction, Max, that you forget. The WB Games Montreal second game. That's another also deal, because if my source is actually telling me what he's been sending me is he's telling me that 2025. So if we get a Superman game, it's set potentially could be set in the DCU. We could have a crossover thing with the Injustice stuff, just
Your
like
sources.
Yeah, my source. Yeah, I have got an individual that has been doing deep dives and looking into things, and he's done crazy stuff. He's the guy. He's the guy that gave me the concept art for.
Oh, did you guys see the video where Star Wars Theory debunked Doom
Yeah.
Cock?
No, I did not. I didn't know he was debunking them.
Yeah.
No, but back to what I was going to say, Max. But when it comes down to Injustice, though, fun fact is that Injustice 1 and Arkham Origins both came out in the same year and simultaneously within 6 to 9 months of each other. So it wouldn't be I can see it happening again in 2025, where you have 2 DC games coming out, and potentially, you're having people interested in not only in the open world environment but in the fighting game genre. I'm a huge fighting game nerd, as you know, and you know that I love playing the NetherRealm stuff. So I can't wait for the next NRS game, which is MK1. But I'm also excited for the next project because they always do the next game after the release or announce the game that they worked on. So
Well, CGH, we might save that for tomorrow because it's already 3 hours and I still have a
You don't
couple
want to do a clip out?
I would like to.
Time for bed, man.
It's 1:30. Although you sound beautiful, CGH. The quality of the mic is great. Really sounds great. Okay,
Yes.
so let's do some rapid fire things here. Foundation. I don't know when we're gonna watch this. I only have one episode to watch left. Foundation season 2 trailer. Second Crisis is coming to the Epic Apple TV Plus Sci-Fi series. So I wanted to watch this with everyone, but I've been so busy and I'm going to be away, so I don't know what to say. I would recommend the series, and I want to watch it when season 2 comes out on July 14th. But I'm going to watch the trailer. I'm going to finish this season. Brucifer liked it. Taladia liked it.
I'm on episode 4.
What do you think so far?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like story-driven sci-fi.
In Strange New Worlds, is that already out? Season 2?
Thursday.
There's that. And also, My Adventures with Superman comes out in July.
Cool.
That's the animated series.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that too. I'm very happy that Superman and Lois got more show.
Yeah. Yes.
Based.
Marvel Star Wars films delayed amid WGA strike. So, new Alien movie moves to August. There was a lot of moving around. The strike is having its impact for sure.
And especially on Marvel films.
Yeah, so yes, Marvel is doing this too. It's just I think they've earned it to say untitled Marvel movie, where not just Lucasfilm, other studios, DC and when they say untitled this project, I take it with a grain of salt. I don't trust that they're going to get everything done there. But yeah, delays are happening. Hopefully this strike wraps up soon. I'm hoping because I love my content. All right. Disney shuts down production again on MCU biggest Disney Plus show. I think they're going to be talking about Daredevil again. Man. Halts production again.
Writer's strike.
Yeah.
Are you
I
not
know,
paying
but
attention?
I understand that, but it seems like
guys,
it got started and
I
they
don't
got
know,
shut down
but-
again. Yeah.
Okay, just stop. What does a strike mean? No work, right?
I
no
know.
work, no movie make. Well, I'm just asking.
I know, but
why is it a
it's-
surprise? Why are you surprised?
It's interesting that they got started again and then it got stopped again. So they got back to work after the first whatever, and then it stopped again. But okay, I understand.
Okay.
I understand.
No, that's odd, but goddamn, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
really well. At least we're getting Daredevil. We're getting Daredevil back.
I'm getting
eventually.
Eventually, I will not.
I'm glad you guys are happy.
They're
for
delaying
Daredevil.
these movies so long.
I'm gonna make watch
I'm gonna
Bruce
be old
watch
man.
Daredevil. We're gonna do.
I watched it.
Well, I'm gonna make Brian watch it because it's one of the best shows ever.
I've never watched the show. I don't care.
I'm gonna be a very old man by the time
I'm
these
so
movies come out.
yeah.
You're gonna be old, CJH.
No, he's
I'm
saying we're gonna
an
be old.
man. No, I'm gonna be old.
No, it's not like
old man.
Not like most people have anything better to do.
I have some Street Fighter to kick your ass, Brucifer.
I mean, I'd rather just sit and play like flipping cars, dude.
I forgot.
Or watch Star Trek episodes.
Oh, you're showing them now? This is what I got him.
Random Deep Space Nine episodes.
Look, that's what I got. That's what I gave CJ.
You gotta do some Voyager too.
Yeah, I was
Eventually.
gonna do an unboxing, but you know, Canada border kind of taped up the box so much that would have took forever to unbox it.
The mic sounds great. Hey, if you can, maybe on a show this week, the digital code for the 300, I don't think will work in your area.
Oh
so
yeah, it does. Well, it doesn't work.
We can maybe
because
give it
it's
away
expired.
to someone. So you could give it away. In
It's
your
actually
honor.
expired. I
It still
tried
works.
it.
It'll still work. They always do.
It said that it was expired. when
No,
put
I've
it in.
put them in after expiration dates. They still work. Don't throw it away if you haven't already.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
it's still in there.
Okay, so we can maybe give that away later in the week. The Continental. First,
with Christopher Walken.
I don't know. This seems
Remembers that SNL skit?
No, this is from John Wick.
We know.
That's not what I was talking about.
John Wick 5 is in early development alongside a new AAA video game. Ooh.
What? Why?
Are you kidding me? That's perfect for a video game. After seeing John Wick 4, I would prefer a video game. I was a little let down.
What was that video game for the PS2 with the
No, I
slow motion with the guns?
Hard boiled, but it had
Hardcore Henry?
no, Chow Yun Fat was in it, right?
No, it was Max Payne.
Oh, Max Payne. Yeah. Well, this would be cooler than Max Payne, I think. All right. George Lucas
It's not buying Star Wars.
gave the Mandalorian director a hard time.
What?
Yeah.
All
On
right.
the set.
Cool.
Dave
Well,
Filoni,
Dan's over
he was
there
boss.
causing
He was
rankings.
bossing Al Filoni. The filmmaker compared Lucas to a martial arts teacher, adding that he would give Dave Filoni a hard time in a very playful and caring way.
Oh.
You're not shooting fast enough. He would tell
More
Dave
intense.
Filoni.
More intense.
Yeah.
More
That's
cowbell.
No, this moment warms my heart to see George
The Continental.
looking at Baby Yoda, Baby Grogu.
Yeah, but that picture's old, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't want to watch that video, huh?
Well, I'm trying tomorrow. Axel, we're trying to end here. We're trying to end.
go
I had
home
to-
here, man. Go to bed.
Yeah,
No,
we're gonna end.
let's continue.
No, we're gonna end in a minute.
I sent it to you like an hour and a half ago. Oh, put it back in. Put it back. He's just joking. People with your buttons, come on. We're ending here. Let him make an appearance.
Yeah.
All right. These are the 35 most disturbing movies of the century so far. / film. I didn't see. Everyone keeps talking about this movie. That looks really creepy. This is not a fun list.
What is that movie?
Requiem for a Dream.
That's a disturbing movie, actually. That's a
That was
very
so
disturbing movie. The first one.
Is the strange thing about the Johnsons in this movie? I mean, in this list.
I don't know. This is disturbing too. Suicide Club? What the hell?
Careful showing these, you know.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be this intense.
Yeah,
Irreversible.
Careful.
Dumplings.
Damn. All right, I'm done with this.
Okay, why are we?
Yeah. I didn't look at the article ahead of time. Okay. Damn. That was.
Just traumatize everyone.
I didn't know. Man, that is all those images were very disturbing. I don't want to see that.
But the Requiem for a Dream is definitely disturbing.
Yeah.
The song is great though.
Oh yeah, the music is great. It's just that ending of the movie.
All right, so EC angers fans with poorly timed Henry Cavill Superman post.
Doesn't this scream how overly sensitive you guys are about that stuff?
Promotes Joss Whedon's Superman.
Oh my God, get over yourselves. That movie came out when?
The Flash may be the fastest man alive, but he is not.
Nobody answers my question.
2017.
Okay, that was how many years ago?
Don't
That was the same
never
year
learn.
as The Last Jedi.
Whoa.
Who chooses to watch
Facts.
this Justice League joke of a movie when Zack Snyder's Justice League exists? They still didn't get the memo.
Put the camera on me.
4
Right now.
hours long.
Right now.
No one
I'm
watched
reading
it.
a quote.
I'm going to read this quote because we read this freaking quote every goddamn night. Okay? You understand me? This is the problem. You guys come on here every
This is like Blair
and you
Witch.
bitch and you complain
Holy shit.
about how wrong Zack Snyder was done and how you guys were done wrong as fans. And then you finally got what the hell you wanted. And then you turn around and shit on everybody else. So, you know what, dude? I'm so sick and tired of hearing about it. I'm sick and tired of you guys talking about it. Like, fuck, dude. So, anyways.
Don't get so triggered, man. I'm just reading someone else's.
What do you
quote.
mean triggered? We talk about this bullshit every fucking night. 3 years, man. 3
You're not wrong.
years. No, I'm not. Because I'm here every fucking night.
I'm just reading the quotes. It's just an article. Watch the good version of the scene. It's Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Relax.
Sure it is.
Wow.
You guys
Promoting
were
the Justice disaster.
So done wrong by Joss Whedon.
Whose
That
tweets are
son
these
of a
anyway?
bitch.
The official DC Superman Twitter account promoting a movie that was fraught with ism and abuse by Joss
So
Whedon.
5 people got upset on Twitter.
Not 5.
More than
Dude, I
5
swear to
I've
God.
seen.
If I hear one more person try to tell me that Batman versus Superman is the greatest film ever made, I can't even get it out. 'Cause it's not.
I mean, it's not the greatest film ever made. I like it, but
It's a good movie, but it's not the greatest film ever made. People
right,
come on here on this channel and they wax poetically like it's Falstaff. Like it's the greatest thing that's ever graced their ears and their eyes.
All right, now
you think it was shooting water up their ass?
I mean, it's just
It's not a bidet.
Yeah,
It's
like,
not a bidet.
people do overreact sometimes.
Do not compare a bidet to that.
My ass felt
They were
dry
doing it on
during
here
the movie. I
tonight.
wasn't getting,
Max, I don't want to know about that. All right, now I don't
figure
feel
drawing.
like
I don't
eating.
even care.
Now I don't feel like
care.
eating.
It's fun. Everything's funny to me. Yeah. All right. So everyone stay calm. This is from our pal Snyder Queen on Twitter. I didn't watch this ahead of time. I have to see what, I have to see what she's talking about.
By the way, shout out goes out to her.
Yeah. So everyone stay calm. Now, I have to be real, Sammy. I don't think that James Gunn is going to throw some shade, that much shade in this clip, but I want to see what she's talking about. They really can't go one day without throwing shade to Snyder in some way. It's pathetic.
Oh
okay.
my god!
So I have to see what this is. Hold on.
That's Michael Rosenbaum. He played Lex
Inside
Luthor
of
on Smallville.
It's Brian Hulk's out. Oh, I would love Brian to be the Red Hulk. Ooh. Or the regular
Brian
Hulk.
watch.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to channel it in the right direction.
All right, so
well, he was the best.
I
Lex
have to be
Luthor,
rare.
just saying.
You know, don't get upset with me, Sammy, for reacting to this. But I'm doubting your claims here. So let's see.
If there were a Lex Luthor, promise me this. he'll have gravitas, or he'll have.
Well, now to be fair, right off the bat, he played one of the best Lexes ever. So of course he's going to be
Still the best Lex ever.
Of Jesse Eisenberg's Lex, even though I like Jesse Eisenberg's
Jesse
Lex.
Eisenberg
It's
is not Lex Luthor.
Don't
He's
be a
more
gatekeeper,
the Riddler.
CJ. Okay.
Wait, what?
What
What
did
did
he
he
say?
say?
To be fair, though, it's completely. There's a reason that this actor is bringing this up, because he played Lex and he's got a lot to say about Lex.
Max, before you continue, they were not talking about Jesse Eisenberg. They were talking about Gene Hackman's Lex.
All right. Well, let me see.
James clarified it later.
Okay, let me see.
He'll be Lex Luthor. He won't be playing Lex Luthor, but he's more acting like this character or this or goofy or crazy. He's
Yeah, I think he was referring
something
to
that's
Kevin
grounded
Spacey,
and real. I
maybe,
know you. I'm
like,
sure that's
everything's grounded in real.
Yeah, everything's
right. Because I'm not saying anybody's done that. I'm just saying that
maybe somebody's done that.
Oh,
I think he was referring to. I think he was referring to Kevin Spacey.
No, I think that it was a little bit of shade. But you know what? That's his opinion.
To who? Jesse Eisenberg?
No, I think it was towards Kevin Spacey, because he was a bit over the top.
Well, yeah, he was the one. He was way more over the top than Gene Hackman.
Yeah, that's debatable. But yeah, honestly, James Gunn didn't have to throw that little jab in there, but that's his right to.
What do you mean jab?
Oh, I think someone did go over the top. Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Yeah,
So he
Kevin Spacey.
He could have just moved past that, but that's his right.
Well,
this is
I think you're assuming that. I think you're making a big assumption here.
I'm not assuming who he's talking about. He's talking about
you
somebody,
are.
though. No,
Well, of course, but
he's
he's not
talking about someone that played Lex.
No, but you're
I need
assuming that
somebody
he's.
to love.
I didn't assume he's talking about Eisenberg. He might be talking about the Bryan Singer one. What's
Kevin
the actor?
Spacey. I literally said his name like 10 times.
I know
Yes.
you just said it 10 times.
Yeah.
Yes, he could be talking about that. Yeah.
Well, I will say this. Unfortunately, people that like comic book movies that never read comic books, they have this thing where they cling to actors and directors. Unlike comic books, where a new creative team comes on after a few issues, and we're just like, okay, next interpretation of characters. People hold on to these characters like they own them. It's just amazing to me.
Now, Christopher, but you know what one
I
comic I would
listen-
love to see. Before we end, there's one comic I would love to see in live action, in movie, The Court of Owls, done by Scott Snyder.
So some people appreciate James Gunn's authenticity, that he's going to throw his opinion out there no matter what, even though he's a president of DC. So he could have just skated past that, but he included that in there. That's not a big deal, though. Doesn't hurt my feelings.
If he's the president, why isn't he sleepy? Heh.
Sleepy Joe. Yeah. Okay, so let's hear this again.
Yeah, everything's
right. Because I'm not saying anybody's done that. I'm just saying that
maybe somebody's done.
I think you have to
Maybe.
watch the
Maybe
full
it's
interview
But-
to get the context.
Yeah. If there were a Lex,
maybe someone's done that. Yeah.
What do you think of this game trailer, by the way?
Is it Star Wars?
Can we
The
get
Star
some
Wars
No.
stream? It's
No.
almost gone on for 4 hours. Jesus criminy. No more topics.
Tomorrow, CJ. You said
End
you
the
were gonna
stream.
come on-
Cut it off.
We didn't even get to the mailbag. Should I save it for
No,
tomorrow?
save it for tomorrow.
Yes, David.
All right, co-owner Brian says I got to get to sleep. It's almost 2:00, and I need.
Co-owner
to
Brian's going to start making some tough decisions around here.
Oh
Start
my
shaping
God.
up. What the hell, man? Substandardness.
Oh wow,
joke.
Damn.
He's being savagery tonight.
Oh, we got to be better around here. All right, thank you. And we're going to end it on this high note, guys. Everybody enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good crap. Comment in the comment section. Tell me how much you hate me. I appreciate that. And have a good night.
We'll see you next time.